Yo ho! What's going on, people? Uh, we got her cooling today. Let me see if the fucking streamer's up and shit. You can see it. Did you get an alert yet?
I didn't get an alert yet.
Uh,
There we go. Yeah, you good. You
you
good.
good? Facts. All right, bet. What's going on, guys? Uh, we out here chilling. Me and Sasuke. Um, we about to talk about every fucking thing today, bro. So we're on the road to 1K, my nigga. Blast Art just recently got to 1K this week. Congratulations to
Yes,
old
sir.
dude. My nigga put in the fucking work and shit. The niggas out here. I think Zonin. What was it like? 2 weeks ago? Was it officially that Zonin got to like 20K?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Uh-huh.
nigga's already at 22 and shit. Putting in work. Let me see. And we got the smaller niggas in the association like got Sundown. Sundown's almost getting to 200. Matt's almost getting to 200. Keisha I think is moving up. Um, Naya's about to get to 1,000. That nigga's close as fuck. I think he's only like 40 off or 30 off, something like that.
Yeah, he's real close.
That nigga's been putting in work for a minute, bro. I'm like I'm on the fence about reading Tower of God because he's like the TOG nigga. He always tells me to
Hmm.
read that shit, but
Yeah.
they told me about the I guess it was a month hiatus too for it.
Yeah. But I mean, that ain't bad at all. I mean, I haven't been in the community or read a Tower of God for that long, but I haven't heard anything like it goes on break constantly, like Hunter x Hunter or some shit.
So you don't read it at all?
I read it, but I haven't been reading it for long.
Is that shit good or like? Eh.
Yeah, that shit good. It's good. I don't think it's all that great. It's good though.
Them niggas make it out to be like fucking godliness, dog.
Yeah, but you know, it's fun, but I don't think it's all that good.
True. What else is there? I think that's pretty much it. Everybody else is doing their thing. Manga Fairy, she's putting in work and shit too. She's out there. Or Seven Deadly Sins live reactions getting. I think she got like 5K for the recent chapter 300 and shit. That benchmark. That was a big ass fucking chapter, dog. You need to read that story, bro. Like
What?
Seven
Seven
Deadly.
Deadly Sins? I'm not reading that shit, bro.
Stupid,
I've the thing is, I'm not reading anything. People have been recommending me, suggesting a lot of anime and manga. I'm not reading nothing new. Fuck all that. I got too much shit to try to do.
But is it? I mean, like you do the whole anime reaction thing, right, with the other boys and the other podcast.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's part of it because I've been doing that for months. So
How does that
that's
work
part
out?
of why I don't do it. I mean,
How's,
it works out good. I just I pretty much just wait to watch anime. I'm supposed to watch it when it drops, but I just wait like either on a Friday or early Saturday to watch an anime. Then I just get right to it, do the podcast, and it's simple, about 2 hours. You know, we don't be on that slave driver shit like Grim be doing with the One Punch Man podcast.
you out there for
This
hours,
nigga
dog?
told me to miss the Super Bowl. I was like, damn,
You know who's gonna win, bro? We already knew. It's not like it was gonna be something new or different.
you cut out for me.
I said, we already knew who was gonna win that bitch. It was gonna be nothing
Uh,
different.
not everybody. I mean, I went for the Patriots. I thought they were going to win, but other people were like, nah. But hey, it happened how it happened.
I was fucking with the Rams for the moment, but then I don't know what it is, bro. Like I don't want to say it's because that guy's that good. Fuck. Hey, partly to me, like I feel like in terms of like football, I'm off that shit. I'm off that shit now. But like in terms of that, it has to be like the union of fucking Belichick and Tom Brady, or it's just Belichick. Because like, there's only so much you can do as a quarterback. Like, yeah, the quarterback's the most important position and shit like that, but like, this is
Yeah.
like 5 to 7 Super Bowls he's been to or whatever. Like that's something special is going on there, or something stupid is going on. One of the two, but that doesn't make sense, and it's not even fun. But like, to have them niggas just like winning every single time, like what the fuck? What type of competition is that shit, bro? Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Everybody was saying that they like the Patriots. That's why everybody was mad with this Super Bowl. Uh, the game itself was boring.
Shit
Uh,
was trash,
it
though.
was a defensive game. Yeah, see, like a lot of people call it trash. I don't think it was trash. I just thought it was like, not fun because niggas wasn't scoring like that. And I mean, but I don't. I think high scoring games are boring too. If they just keep scoring and nobody does
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
stop it,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like that's why I don't watch college football games because they don't. A lot of times they don't play defense, so I'd be like, fuck all that. But yeah, with the whole Belichick and Tom Brady thing, that's true. That's why I like football. It is one of the most. It's like the ultimate team sport. It's not like basketball where one nigga can take over. Because if Tom Brady can do his thing, but if his receivers ain't catching the ball, he gonna look like shit. If his offensive line not doing nothing, he gonna look like shit.
Yeah, yeah.
If his defense ain't doing his job, he gonna look like shit.
That's why
You
discipline's
gotta have
important.
everybody playing right.
Yeah. Alright, so let's hop onto some anime and manga and shit. You haven't read Solo Leveling, right?
I have not. A lot of niggas been talking about it though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That shit's unfortunately, it's where it's at right now. It's a pretty fucking good story, actually. The combat's pretty good. The art's pretty good for a webcomic. Um, I don't really like read manga that much. I've only read like 3 or 4, and the few that I've read are pretty good. But Solo Leveling's like it's kind of easy to understand, and it's not like a super great storyline, but everything that it's doing works pretty good, and it keeps you interested. So it's like there's really no reason to like not keep going. Right now, right now we're pushing the point where it's like we're not sure how strong the main character is, but he's right at the bottom of like the top tiers. So I'm like, I don't even want to spoil it. Well, either way, fuck it. I'm not gonna. You ain't gonna read that bitch. I'll just talk to the dudes. But so Sung Jin Woo, this nigga's got the necromancer power and shit. He's got Iron, Tank, and Idrisil, and pretty much the nigga has like the handle on everything. Um, but in the recent chapter, he mentioned that he's like actually like at the bottom of the S class. So right now, I'm contemplating like who who is he gonna encounter, or like what type of ordeal is gonna be at the top of this floor and shit. If Vulcan, this big ass red ass demon, bro, if he's like if he's this strong to be giving him this much trouble, like what's gonna happen when we get to like the number 1 floor? This guy's like he's the champion of all the lower levels, level 50 and shit.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. But
shit. I ain't gonna read that shit anytime soon. So I guess I'll find out much later.
how you feel about One Piece?
Eh, One Piece is One Piece. I mean, it's the same formula. So I never worry about One Piece when a lot of people freak out about boring chapters or some of the shit. I just don't worry about it because it works out pretty much the same with how the arcs start because they don't really start off great usually. I mean, maybe like the first 2 chapters will start off real good, but then it'll kind of get flat and then it starts to pick up near the end. So that's why what I expect from Wano, it hasn't really had that many great chapters. A lot of average chapters, some good, but it's just been all right for me. So it is what it is.
Somebody tried to tell me today that that Orochi can beat Big Mom.
Wait, Orochi could beat who?
Big Mom.
Who said that shit?
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah.
Orochi could beat Big Mom.
Yeah, bro. I was tripping
I
with
mean,
that shit too, bro.
I know Big Mom has been like, Oda hasn't been on his best shit with Big Mom, especially out of all the Yonko, but nah, man. I wouldn't disrespect her like that.
This thing ain't even douche. Like, I'm tripping, bro. I'm mad as fuck, dog. Like, do you think he's gonna be an actual fighter, like a good fighter?
I think Orochi is going to be a good fighter, but not a great one. I think, because, I mean, I think Oda has made it clear he's been dropping hints that Orochi isn't as great as he makes other people in Wano think he is. With the whole, especially with that one chapter with him and Komurasaki where uh he was shouting out like, I'm the one who beat Odin, like I beat him. That sounded to me like he was really insecure about this supposed victory over Odin. So in my mind, I'm thinking that maybe he did beat Odin, but it was all for some cheap type of move. Like maybe he jumped him or something and then he stabbed him in the back. So, or it was fabricated entirely. But I'm certain that he isn't stronger or wasn't stronger than Odin.
I mean, I could deduce that too, but like, damn, I wasn't even thinking that a lot of this shit might be lies in here. What do you think it'll be like revealed as that though, or is it just like
I think I think we I don't know. I think we will get a flashback of that because I want to know how strong Odin is. I mean, we know he's stronger than goddamn what's his name? Shunten Maru, or I forgot his like actual name. But
Sure Doji?
you know, yeah. Ashura. We know he's stronger than him, but that's about it. That's all we really know.
You think Orochi's stronger than Shira Doji?
No, I said Odin is stronger than him.
Hold on, I'm true.
So I don't know where Orochi stats up because I think if he's not strong, if he's just like some weak nigga, man, I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be disappointing.
He low key is supposed to be like, from all the feats he has, he sounds strong as fuck, like, like some like heavy ass top commander level ass nigga, but because he changed everything, revolutionized everything when he came through, shit was different. So I'm not even
Yeah,
sure like I don't know, bro. I think Odin's strong as fuck, but I I really don't think Orochi's that strong. So maybe you're right that like there's some like falsehood in between the stories that we've been told. I
yeah,
just
it's definitely something shady going on because they control how the media how the public absorbs, their stories and shit. Because they were like the kids were literally being brainwashed that Odin and the Kazuki family were evil, which we know that's not true. So, I wouldn't put it past them to make up some bullshit like, oh yeah, this dude beat up Odin, so you should praise him.
I don't know, bro. We'll see what that nigga, bro. How you feeling about this mistreatment of Big Mom? I know you was talking about that shit earlier, but like,
Man, that shit, like, bro, that shit bothers me a lot. Like, that shit bothers me a lot because I ain't one of those niggas who dislike Big Mom. With the whole Cake Island junk, like, I really like Big Mom. I know that her powers, uh, by themselves, by itself, isn't impressive, and I just mean because her homies are impressive. Zeus, Prometheus, Napoleon, that's impressive, but just her power is like with the people, the high tier people that she's fighting, who's really going to be scared of her? Like
you tripping.
Luffy's not going to be afraid of
You
her.
tripping, Suzuki.
Shanks isn't going to be afraid of her. Kaido isn't. So
You
that
only
shit does. It's not going to work on them.
but that's not the main power. Like
So
that is the main power,
yeah, that's
yeah.
not
But
the
like she can fight. Just as, like, she's shown that she don't need that
yeah
in order to beat niggas.
yeah yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's just that that's why people put her like rank her last when it comes to Yonkos because her main power isn't really combat oriented, but she's still even without that, she's still a fucking tank. So I was fucking with Big Mom, but then we have this amnesia shit, and I read the spoilers. Man,
Oh shit! What happens?
it, it it doesn't have nothing to do with Big Mom. It's just she was in a chapter, uh, and they like changed her hairstyle to fit Wano. I don't know. It- yeah, yeah. She
Big
has like
Mom
some
had a
type
hair
of
did.
yeah. I'm like, bro, like now y'all treating her like a Build a Bear or some shit.
Oh
Like I don't
shit!
like that, bro.
Sexy Big Mom, huh?
Bro, this shit. I don't like that shit, man. I don't because man, Oda he has this thing where he humanizes a lot of his villains, and I feel like he's doing that with Big Mom, which I don't want. Sometimes I just want evil characters to stay evil characters. I don't even like I didn't even need a Big Mom flashback, really. I don't give a fuck. Like just make her strong, just have her be beast. That's cool with me. I mean, it's cool that we got a flashback, but I don't like this amnesia shit because it just makes her look really vulnerable.
Man,
Yo, yo,
yeah, it was good,
Yo,
Tom.
what's good?
Just chilling, bro.
I hear you talk about solo leveling, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah. We about to hop in that bitch too, nigga. It was good. How you feel about it?
Yeah, bro. That last chapter was raw, bro. I fucking loved it, but I don't know how he's gonna face like upper floors. You know what I mean?
I mean, here's what has me. I'm mad about this right now. I'm not sure how I should feel about this. We've seen this nigga have feats, like for example, you remember the first dungeon, the double dungeon, where he fought the god.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he had a huge ass intelligence feat. He figured out the puzzle when like a bunch of other niggas couldn't figure it out, and it was in the S class dungeon.
right,
So that's a feat when he was
right.
at E rank. So like now that he's like improved and he's added stats to his intelligence, I'm not sure, or I don't see any hints or any reason to believe that like he's getting smarter. So like, I'm starting to have an issue with at what level can you do feats and at what level can you not do feats. Like if you're at level 15, can you know teleport or whatever? And is that teleportation faster than a teleportation at level 50? Because like I don't like he's doing feats before like for example he'll do a big ass punch, right, and then by completing the punch he'll level up from it. We've seen that happen before. Or like he'll have a speed feat, and then by completing that speed attack he'll level up from it. So that's why I'm like, what really indicates what you can do? If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, bro. I agree. I think he's gonna need to face a S rank. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna need to face someone that is capable of doing the same thing that he is capable of. You know what I mean?
So that we can
And
see
then
how strong he is.
they gotta showcase to him how fast, how strong they are, how they use their abilities to the max over him. You know what I mean?
What do you think those two S classes that we met, that they'll cause trouble for him, or you think his necromancer power is that special?
I think it's special, but it's all about how you use your abilities. And I think he got a lot of them. He got a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, the the object moving thing, the
He got stealth.
mhm, the necromancer
He
shit,
got
his two blades.
yeah,
Uh,
yep. He got three actually.
he got three.
Yeah, he got three. The first one from the snake. He
Oh
got
yeah,
the
yeah, the tooth, right?
yeah, and you got the one that can pierce through the night, and he got the other one from the A ring, that was just like him. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, if there's more of him, like reawaken people, you know what I mean? That
Well,
can
that
like,
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is does reawaken mean like the game system? Because from what I remember, it's not the same thing. Like the gaming system is different. Like he's special.
Yeah, but I don't think he knew what a reawakened person was, though. You know what I mean?
True.
Like
We,
he never been it. So
yeah, we still haven't met one. Okay. So is it possible that like
okay.
when we meet our first reawakened person that they'll be like they'll have the leveling system?
They'll probably be like, yeah, what?
That they'll have the leveling system?
Yeah, they probably will, and they probably will be like way strong. You know what I mean? That way he can compete with them. You know, try to fight them. Might lose or whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. Cause right now, we got the problem with the this organization that I guess watches the hunters or like follows them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like coming on to like the secret of the leveling system. I don't think they haven't presented it as gonna be like super dangerous, like a super dangerous situation. So I don't think it's actually gonna blow the cover of the system. But
I agree.
yeah, it'll make us feel uncomfortable at this first occurrence. But my, cause it's hard. Like we first I'm thinking, what's gonna happen after we clear this dungeon? Like how strong are we really gonna be? If we're already low S rank right now, clearing this dungeon is gonna make us super like hop up. Um,
Yeah.
and then what happens when we actually come out? Are we gonna be like in front of like the that one other S rank, the blonde haired one, or like is that guy that was in the United States or whatever? Are they gonna send him back to Korea and then we're gonna fight him instead? I'm like,
Uh,
what?
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like he would fight Bak Young Ho, the White Tiger Guild Master, or he could fight Mambu, Muyong. I forgot how to spell that nigga name, man. That big guy have some hard ass names.
The one that wants revenge?
No, the one that's in Japan right now. The one for the Jeju raid.
Oh, the guy that failed 3 times in the raids.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I forgot about him. Oh,
And and you know with Yo,
with
who
who?
got his Yojin Ho, Yojin Ho, the little guy that always follows Sun Jin Woo in the dungeon castles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
dungeon. His dad wants 2S ranks over him, maybe. If Yojin Ho don't get him, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
So they
yeah,
might
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
face him.
Forgot about. Oh damn, I forgot about that shit too, bro. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
bro. So,
It's a few things creeping up, ain't it?
yeah, there's a few things creeping up. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to see if he goes to the Jeju raid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
See
yeah.
how far he goes. You know?
Yo,
See
yo,
if he
one
can,
thing. I noticed this. I'm not sure if like this is just me, but like, did you notice that Idris has his hair is red now?
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that.
You think that
I
has
think it
some?
was blue at first.
No, no. What you mean?
Was it blue? Like when he first risen him up from risen his shadow up. Was it blue at first?
Wasn't
Did
it
it
black?
turn red?
It may have been blue.
Yeah, I think it was black.
One
It
of
may
the
have
two.
been black or blue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think this means? This color change?
I think it's because he got a name.
Because he got what?
He's like a level 7, so when you're a level 7, you can get a name.
Okay. Is that what they said, or like is just that what happened?
That's what happened. I think maybe I don't know. It doesn't explain anything, so I don't know. Like the author or the illustrator, he doesn't like give bonus information. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We can't like contact him and reach him and stuff like that.
Because I'm thinking like it turned red, and red was his original color. So I'm wondering, is this nigga getting skilled enough in necromancy that like he can completely revive the people that he's killed underneath him and under his control, or like is that just a sign, like you're saying, of like the stronger that the shadow gets, the he can change color or whatever.
I think it's the stronger they get, the color may change. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because like that shield in the last episode, the shield I didn't think he could do that for Sun Jin Woo. I didn't think he can use it himself.
Yeah. That shit was big as
That
fuck.
surprised the hell out of me. Yeah,
But I mean, he does have pretty big strength right now. Like, regardless of like of what position he has, like even an A or a B tank,
yeah.
yeah, he could hold their weapon. He could like wield what they could do. Like his strength is pretty high. We just seen. So
I
that
mean,
makes sense, kind of.
yeah. I was
Um,
thinking like there may be a. Go ahead.
they're not good.
I was thinking there may be floors. You know, like 51 or 50 or like 60 or 70. They might have different Vulcans. You know, level monsters.
Oh fuck! You trying to get him killed, dog? I don't
I
even
mean,
know.
it needs to be gritty for me because like he can't just level up all through like out the dungeon because like he went pretty fast up the up the tower. You know what I mean?
I mean, but the thing is, he's not struggling this bad with Vulcan. Like he he's not
I
like
agree.
yeah he's not balling, but like he's not really struggling that bad. So like, I'm thinking the last time he really struggled inside of a dungeon, remember he had to have the fucking the One Punch Man game thing step in the daily reward penalty step in.
Yeah.
Yeah, stepped in and
He
saved
was
his ass.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he leveled up through that, and then got strong enough to come back and do the other thing. So
Yeah,
like, I'm thinking,
it can happen again for
yeah,
him. I think.
it should happen again for a challenge this hard. It should happen again.
Yeah, for sure.
But let me see. You stayed on One Punch Man, right?
Yeah, I'm reading on one. Yeah, I'm reading One Punch Man.
How you feel about that Flashy Flash fight? Or not Flashy
That
Flash.
Flashy Flash.
That Sweet Man's fight.
That who? Oh, the Super S.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was bad. I think. No, I don't think she was better than Fubuki though. You know what I mean?
You on that shit too, man. Damn.
Come on, calm down, bro. Calm down. Calm down.
that that's y'all. That ain't me. I'm pure. I don't like them monster bitches.
I said Fubuki's over her. Fubuki is over her.
Yeah, you said that, but you still said that she bad. I say nah.
You don't fuck with monsters at all, huh?
Well, Gyoro is bad. She bad. But
Bro, you can't.
Right.
Like,
You don't even know what she looked like, bro.
you saying, bro?
nigga,
Like,
what
that
you
is-
talking about? Yes, I do.
I mean, you seen her monster form, but you haven't seen her human form.
Yeah, we did.
Yes,
yeah,
we did,
seen, we
nigga.
seen one, yeah.
You seen a shadow of it, right?
No. We
Nah.
seen her.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we seen her whole shit.
Damn.
She bad,
You know
low
what?
key.
I gotta go back.
She bad as
I gotta
fuck.
go
It's just
back.
like, oh, it's only one picture, bro. And like all these other hoes,
Right.
there's so much. Like even of what's her face, Asami,
Yeah.
Princess Asami, bro. She's the
Rest in peace.
That bitch dead as fuck, dog. that nigga Sweet Match Week, ain't he?
Who you
Sweet
talking
Mass?
to? I was about to say. I don't think that.
Nah. I think Sweet Matt's probably like. I think he out there with a Salmon Samurai. You know what I mean?
Woo.
Wow, that's super crazy ridiculous, bro.
Is it?
My nigga, tell me how that's not crazy ridiculous.
I mean, look. He might not can face Metal Bat. I'll give him that. He might not can face Metal Bat, but
So he can't face Metal Bat, but he can face Atomic Samurai?
hold on. I don't know they range like that. I don't know they range.
Metal Bat is. I think he's 5th. He's 14th. No. He's 15th because Genos is 14th, I believe. At least that's
Metal
what I
Bat should be
think.
higher. Metal Bat should be higher though, for real. Metal Bat should be higher.
Well, we know in terms of strength, he's way better than what his rank says.
Yeah.
I mean, potentially.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, he has to get to that point, but like, I don't know. With some of the niggas that we've seen, I don't know if like they really allow you to like to do all that shit like that. Like he got his ass beat by Garou quite a bit in that fight before he got a chance to like actually show out and shit. And even when he
Yeah,
was
that
showing
shit
out,
was raw.
yeah, that was a
That
good ass
shit
fucking
was so raw. Then
It's
sister
coming up
stepped
too.
in.
fight.
It was like, hey, stop that shit.
You
That
know
shit
it's
was
coming
raw.
up, right? You know it's coming up in the
What is?
anime. That Metal Bat versus Girl.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's about to be
I
that
hope it's
I ain't,
thing,
good
bro.
though. I
I ain't
hope it's
even
good.
worried about that. I'm worried about Fubuki showing up. That's what I want to see.
Fubuki.
For
They showed her in
Buki.
the whatchamacallit.
In
In
the
the
trailer.
OVA,
Yep,
Yeah.
it was good.
she was she wasn't even really in that OVA though. Like, well, there was one. She was in two OVAs really, but one was like kind of dedicated to her. The other one, she was like in there for like 5 seconds.
We need more of her, man. I'm tired of this slander of the fucking anime, bro. Like, I don't get the shit. The shit
To be
hasn't even.
honest, I don't even want Fubuki to show up in the manga, bitch. And what I
What?
what I mean by that, is not. I don't want to like cover pages. That's cool. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, hell yeah. But she gonna get her ass whooped if she show up underground. All these
Like a
monsters,
Fata fight.
niggas. Gyoro is gonna beat her ass.
Bro, I kind of. Look, here's my thing. I kind of feel the same way you're talking about with King as well. Like, something's gonna come up where like it's gonna be crazy as fuck. And I really feel what's good, Alex. Um, but what was I saying? I get uncomfortable whenever like the niggas that aren't really main fighters like have to fight, because it's like I don't want them to die. They bring something good to the story. Like, I don't want them to be put in jeopardy even for like a moment. So like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need the safety of those characters, but at the same time, those same situations bring the greatness. Like fucking with the Elder Centipede, with Saitama and shit like that. Like it works out. So
yeah.
I because whenever we seen that fight with fucking whenever she fought Saitama, she tried to fight Saitama or whatever, and like she made a big ass scene in the manga. Like, she was like fucking throwing up dust all around the building and shit like that. She looked like she was trying to go ham and shit. It looked badass. So I'm confident in Fubuki's fighting ability to a certain extent. What I'm not so sure about is what exactly she'll encounter. I don't think we're going to fight another monster as weak as like Super S. I don't think it's going to happen. And I'm not saying that you know, she can't beat Super S now, but before she did it. So I'm like, I want to see her fight. I want her to be part of the group. I want her to be incorporated and shit. But like, what's good, Alex? You said y'all talking about the One Punch Man by one or the one, or the better drawn one? You're talking about the manga, the one that like, yeah, it looks good as fuck.
Yeah, we're talking about the manga, not the webtoon.
Bro, it's just like right here. I know she's not gonna get her moment to shine. I just know that because every monster we have faced has been a demon and above, and she has shown that she can compete with Does, because she was competing, all right. It wasn't like one sided completely because she was stepping up towards the end, but these ain't monsters that she can really tussle with, to be honest. Because
I,
it's like they're gonna run out of demons. Like, there are what it's three more demons left. G5, Devil Long Care, Bug Guy. I don't think that she's fighting any of them. I think that she's gonna fight Gyoro. She's gonna get that ass tapped. Then Tatsumaki gonna come in there, and it's gonna be like that. That's what I believe.
God damn, nigga. I mean,
yeah.
shit. If I, all right, because I, I feel like
It's hard, bro.
because all right, I'm not saying that I think that Gero is stronger than Tatsumaki, but like, she can't be all talk, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
But like, what unsettles me is that like Garo was able to break free from that, from her hold or whatever. So I'm like,
Hmm.
I, I don't think he would for Tatsumaki. Tatsumaki's done some crazy ass shit. So now I'm like, is Garo actually a challenge for Tatsumaki if they encounter each other, or is she gonna have to fight somebody
uh,
else? That's what I'm saying. Right?
yeah.
Should she?
It's hard to say because Tatsumaki has been like pretty much unrivaled when it comes to every fight she's been in. It's just been like she just destroys people like nothing,
Left
nigga.
and right, left and right, and
That shit is crazy.
and I don't want to say that like Garo is an unimpressive dragon, but like the one or two things that we've seen from him, I don't know, bro. I don't know if you can take Tatsumaki. She's like, she's legit like dragon plus. Like
Yeah.
any dragon, I'm positive she can take care of. Almost well, Orochi's the exception, but yeah. How you feel about that? Orochi versus Tatsumaki.
Ooh, that's a hard one. But at the same time, I don't, because I don't know how. Really, I don't know how people can even touch Tatsumaki unless you're somebody like Saitama or you're an Esper yourself, because she can pretty much float around and kill you from a distance, and it's nothing. I mean, I'm taking Tatsumaki in any fight except for someone like Saitama or somebody like Boros until I'm shown something otherwise. I have to see Tatsumaki get beat for me to say something else.
That's fair.
Oh yeah,
It's,
of course Blast, but you know
but
it ain't gonna show up.
there's no like combat hero that you think could have a good chance at her at all.
Nobody.
Girl,
No. Not yet. Maybe in the future, because we know he's gonna get stronger, but not yet.
Is that we've seen so many psychic users like be manhandled, bro. That's why I'm worried, like, cause she's that, but like, what happens when some other shit pulls up? Like, I, it's the psychic
yeah, we
powers.
really don't know our limit.
My
It,
my thing is,
it's just hard to beat. That's a hard power to beat to me.
what y'all think like, man, fuck it, dog. Cause she could do a lot, but like I feel like we have to see, in order for somebody to fight her, they have to they have to show some strength. So that's why I'm like, if she fights Orochi's being shown as like this crazy ass monster ass nigga, like, almost untouchable type shit. But this is our untouchable. And Garo is the person that has power similar to her. So it could be either or as to who she's gonna fight. I think that Garo can be beaten, but I don't think Orochi can be beaten. And if Orochi can't be beaten, then like, well, how is Tatsumaki gonna get her ass bust? Is that what it's saying? Or like, is Murata gonna like avoid Tatsumaki fighting Orochi so that she doesn't get her ass bust?
I have no clue. I mean, I think Saitama is more likely to fight Orochi just because Saitama has that whole thing where he is kind of intrigued with martial arts, and Orochi has shown to be able to, use martial arts. So that would seem he would seem a more
Oh
likely
fuck yeah,
fight for Saitama.
fuck dog.
And then Espers versus Espers, I think that is written in stone. Gyoro is going to fight Tatsumaki at some point.
For real, you think so?
Yeah.
Uh,
I also think Gyoro is going to end up killing Hellfire Flame and Gelwin.
For what?
I was actually looking back at their chapters when they were introduced. The only reason I say this is because I was thinking like, why the fuck did Murata or one? Why would you keep these two niggas alive? And the only thing that really came into my mind is you're going to use them to power scale somebody else. I mean,
oh yeah, like the
that's
power reference thing. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if I'm thinking it's going to be that whole trope where the villain like you failed me, and then they kill him. That's what I'm thinking. And another thing that kind of makes me feel more comfortable saying that is when I looked at them when they were introduced, Hellfire Flame and Galewind,
Uh-huh.
they talked and they said, I'm reading the panel right here. They said they were talking about the heroes. They said apparently they've also got psychics and robots and such. They already fought a robot because they fought Child Emperor and then psychic. They said, robots don't matter. There's no machine or mechanism fast enough to react in time to the moves of ninjas. And he said, what do you think about psychics? And then they said, I'll just assassinate any before they can even think of conjuring tricks.
Oh.
They already fought a robot. They haven't fought a psychic yet.
So you think it's gonna be who? Tazmaki?
Joro Giro.
Oh,
No.
the
I think it's gonna be some I think it's gonna be some shit where Giro is like, you failed me. And then he or she ends up trying to kill him.
Wow.
You know what I was thinking?
What's up?
What's up?
I was looking forward to seeing Phoenix Man get his redemption back and fight Orochi or Garaguro. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
'Cause he was looking to be on top for real.
That nigga done.
Y'all know that nigga done, but
he's probably done because of like the reception that we got, but like on some real nigga shit, bro. Some real nigga shit. listen, bro.
Okay.
Listen. If any part of the suit is left on, right? Let's say that if you got like a leg piece left on, right, when they rip it off and kill you and shit, is that like, I remember in the stream actually Suki mentioned that like, you got to kill their vital organs while they're exposed, or while part of the body is exposed and shit, and then that they won't be able to revive. But like, this nigga had his face outside of the suit whenever he got smashed through all those rocks, so like, and that's his brain and shit too. So that's a vital organ that's being killed too. So I'm like, maybe there's some kind of possible way out of like some ashes somewhere that this nigga's alive. If he's alive, he could do whatever, bro. Like,
yeah,
like if he comes back,
yeah. He has potential just like Metal Bat, bro. Because he wasn't all that fucking. He was a demon. Nigga was a demon. Just like Metal Bat, how it's like rank 14 or rank 15, but we know if you keep beating his ass and he keeps fighting you, he's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Same shit with Phoenix Man. But Phoenix Man is more impressive because it's like, bro, if you don't take out that suit, this nigga's.
Yeah. And if you kill him with the suit on, then this nigga gets even crazier. Yeah. It's
it would have been God.
But
possible.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, it's possible in the One Piece world. I mean, the One Punch Man world, it's possible. You know what I mean? But I don't think one would go that far. You know, so which he didn't. So
still went pretty far with that.
All right. Beat to my nigga.
Dan Florolian says, "Do you guys think Sonic will be involved with the ninjas?"
Wait, will Sonic do what now?
You think Sonic will be involved with the ninjas?
Galewind and Hellfire? I don't think so.
It's possible. You never know.
I don't see why he would even come to Z City.
Really?
What you mean?
That's
Saitama.
I'm saying I don't see why he would go underground right now. Like,
I
don't know.
I forgot what chapter he was in, but I forgot what he was talking about. Like he was trying to cook up that heart, but he messed up because he wasn't supposed to cook it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to eat it raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if he would
That
have
was the
done
last
it
time
like
we seen him.
he would have came back to Saitama real quick. You know what I mean? He probably would have died though. So
I was about to say he was gonna get his ass beat.
Yeah.
or died or died.
Yeah, even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know. I want to see more of him. Shit, fast ass nigga. He had a badass dynamic with Genos. I know we're gonna see more of that. But he has been like kind of like the sparse type in the story. Like I would almost even say it's kind of like some like Sasuke shit, but like a little bit less. Some real shit. It's like because Sasuke he was gone for like half the story on some other shit with Orochimaru. We wouldn't really even get like direct insight. We just got like the beginnings and like the major parts of his arcs and shit. Like when he went with Orochimaru in the beginning and he met up with Naruto, we found out what he had been through and shit. And then the next time we really found him was like when he was doing the whole talk thing. And then after that was when he was working for the Akatsuki and shit. Like, we always got the sparse points, and I feel like that's what he's doing with Sonic. But as you pointed out, the return of fucking those two ninjas, bro. Like it's like that gives hope for that ninja storyline. But if that nigga like he gotta step it up, bro. Them niggas are strong as hell. Like them niggas is fast as fuck.
Yeah.
Would y'all think about damn, you don't read 7 minutes.
I don't read it. I mean, I watch it. I watch it, but I don't read it.
Season 3. I don't even know when season 3 coming out. I don't think they have it scheduled yet.
I don't know either.
Shit far as fuck, dog. I'm low key trying to check out, and I'm waiting for whatchamacallit, Attack on Titan 2. Yeah,
Okay, the season of Attack on Titan finna be, bro. I'm telling you, this about to be the best season of Attack on Titan.
My nigga, why the fuck did they give that fucking pause again, bro? That shit was fire.
What happened?
Bro. That pause, bro.
What happened?
That pause that they did, that shit was fire.
Oh.
Bro. I'm saying, like, why did they do the pause? Like, the season was super fire. I don't know why they paused it.
I don't know. People were mad at me. Like, niggas was mad at me. They were like, you said it was 24 episodes. I'm like, nigga, it is 24 episodes. What? Actually, I don't know if it is. But it was around that. It's just they decided to break it up like that. I don't know why. Nigga, I ain't the studio.
You might as well call that 2 seasons, bro. Fuck. Cause like, that shit is bad, bro.
This season, I'm telling you, this is like the best arc of Attack on Titan, at least right now. Because the current arc might be better, but it hasn't ended yet. But what is about to be animated is the best part of Attack on Titan. Like, just niggas, even if niggas just want straight fights, you still gonna get that. Like, you still gonna get that shit.
Shit, bro. Cause last one, all right. Let me put it to you for real. All right. So, in Attack on Titan, you don't really got like a blade to blade fighting like that. You don't really see it that often, even if you do have it. It's usually like attacking Titans and then like maneuvering from other niggas and shit like that, stabbing or shooting or whatever. So like, really, I didn't fuck with the whole smoke scene at the end of the last season. It was cool, you know, but it wasn't like super crazy. Like the best part was what's his face? Levi's uncle. What's his name?
Kenny.
Kenny, yeah. Him maneuvering. That was the only really good part. But the rest of his disciples like that, like I wasn't really into that fight. So like to see that they defeated the big ass colossal Titan that easily too. Like they even like basically off screen that bitch. Like they even played music, had somebody narrating that they already beat it as it was happening, bitch. Like had the princess cut the nape and shit as it was falling. Like I was like, Nani? Like nigga.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Cause even when I read it, cause like one of my boys who read, he don't really read Attack on Titan like that, but he's seen a panel of the big ass, cause that Titan was huge as shit.
Yeah.
But that was also like a big downfall too. But he thought that Titan was going to be strong, and it was kind of anticlimactic when you read it. But you know, it's not like he was supposed to be brought up. It was just that the nigga was big. That was like literally it. But I could see why people felt like that, because just his appearance, bruh, it looked like the nigga was gonna be Raw or something. Then they just fucked him up real quick.
I'm not with that, bro. I need me some strong ass Titans, bro. Um, apparently there's that big ass Beast Titan. Found about the
Beast
Armor
Titan out.
Titan. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, sir. Beast Titan is out.
The Colossal Titan too now. You know who they both are, and the Armor Titan.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
let me see. Mikasa's even more developed in skill. Um, I think I'm gonna have to do a fucking marathon from the beginning because that whole killing of the subordinates, I don't really remember who's originals anymore. I know like the Sasha girl, Mikasa, the two guys that turned out to be Titans, um, the bald kid, but I don't really
Gotti.
remember. Yeah. I don't really remember too many more originals though. Are there like how many originals are there still?
Uh, well, let me just. Got Aaron, Mikasa, Armin, Connie, Sasha,
Common.
Sean. Did I miss somebody? Like those are the main people, really. I mean, if you want to go to the captains and shit, Levi, Hanji, Irwin, but that's like it. They just have their core guys. I mean, there's other people, but they really don't fucking matter, to be honest.
And I heard people complaining about like the politics in Attack on Titan. Was that this part of the season, or is it going to be this part or this next part of the season?
Wait, what were they complaining about?
People were saying that there was too much politics at a certain point in Attack on Titan.
Oh, no, that was purely this season or last season.
Okay. Alright, okay. I was gonna say like I was low key confused as fuck to what was going on for a minute. Like all I really remember or all I really know now is that like apparently they fucking made or like the Titans made the wall or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess the king of the Titans lives outside. Can you clarify exactly what the storyline is right now?
It's like, okay, yeah, the Titans or the wall is made out of Titans. They had a puppet king. The real king was like doing his own thing where for generations he eats or the kid, whoever like is the offspring, the children, they eat the person because actually I can't it's a reason why they do that, and I'm not entirely sure if they explained it yet, so I won't say why they do that.
To get the
But
power.
but they basically just pass on the power and pass on the power. They keep doing it like that.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything really? I mean, it was just that the fact that he was corrupt. I mean, that was pretty much it because he had Kenny just like bullying niggas, so they was doing whatever the fuck they want. But
Can you explain the concept outside of the wall? Like what? Like everything that we know up until this point in the anime about the outside of the wall. Could you explain that?
outside of the wall, that shit is going to get explained this season. It should get explained this season.
Clearly.
I don't know where it's going to end at. That's the problem. I have an idea where it's going to end at, and if it ends at where I'm thinking, then no. But I think
Yeah, I know.
you'll be able to
Go ahead.
piece things together. That's what I'll say.
You better say Tom.
It's gonna show it, I think.
Like he's gonna tell us clearly what's going on outside of the wall.
I just don't know where it's
should.
going to end at. I don't know. I mean, right now we know, we know information for where the manga is right now. We already know, like, all this information, but wherever the anime ends, I don't know.
I just know I need me some good ass shit happening, bro. I don't need this fucking like. It was so hard to like really grasp what was going on with that whole political shit. Like it was cool. I just didn't really know like why she was important, and I still don't know why she's important. Like she's part of royalty. What kind of royalty? The niggas that made.
Historia?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. With that, okay, I can explain that because their family has carried the founding Titan for years until Grisha stole it, Aaron's dad. Because he ran up in that bitch and stole it. He ate the nigga and then he stole it and he passed it on to Aaron. That's why he has that weird ass power where he can control Titans, but he can't really control it yet.
Yeah.
Um, but it's just that line, the Reese family has carried that shit for so long, and they are supposed to be the ones who they're supposed to. Damn, I can't spoil that shit, but because they haven't said that yet. But just know that they are the ones who are supposed to have the founding Titan,
The Reese
and
family, Historia's family.
yeah, they are supposed to have the founding Titan and nobody else. So Aaron cannot control the founding Titan completely until he's in contact with the Reese, with somebody from that line, that family line. That's gonna I mean, and they have actually hinted this before. I won't say exactly what, but they've hinted this before in season 2.
Huh.
That's all I say.
Um. Ooh. Huh. See, cause I thought it was like you can give it to anybody, but like they have to like.
You can
I thought it was
well,
just
go.
the question. Like they said that when you get the power, he's the first king's will is gonna influence you, or it's like takes over your
Yeah.
mind or whatever. But I thought it was also kind
Uh-huh.
of implied to be like a will type of thing. You know, they always do in showing like I thought it was gonna be like eventually Aaron's will is gonna be able to overcome what the first king wanted. He's gonna find out the truth that the first king had, and then still change the wall or still like free the world or whatever. Is that a concept or no? Or does that not make sense?
Yes, that's actually really coming into play right now because Aaron he is going through some character growth uh significantly where the manga is right now. It's not going to come into play this season, but damn, what was I going to say? Oh, with the whole influencing the Titan, the Fritz family or whatever, influencing the person who carries the founding Titan, that's going to happen to somebody no matter who carries it. It doesn't matter if they're Reese or not. It's just that what I'm saying with the Reese family, they can't utilize the Fountain Titan's power to its utmost unless a
Is he
Reese is
related to the first
involved.
king?
Yeah,
Is that why?
yeah,
So because they're by through blood related to the first king, they can control that power better than any other family.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So she technically, or so technically, if in terms of how the verse is supposed to be, like how it actually technically works, we don't want Aaron to have the power. It should be Historia.
Yeah. Well, or you could just say he shouldn't have it. That's really it. He should not have that power.
Let me ask you this: when you say that, somebody else can't control its full power, is that gonna be a shonen thing, where like they're able to somehow through Aaron through strong sheer will is able to overcome that? Is that what we were talking about? Or no?
No,
It's not
that
that.
hasn't happened yet, and I don't believe it will.
Why do you say you don't believe it
Cause Attack on Titan has like drilled it in our mind, especially now with what's happening. That uh, I mean, cause we've had actually I won't say that, but um, it's been made very abundantly clear. A Reese has to like it's literally been like said by somebody like to do this, to do a certain thing with the founding Titan, a Reese has to be involved. Like they clearly said that. It wasn't speculation by me. They literally said that in one of the chapters. So
will? Well, they
if
also told
something
us
like
that
that,
Titans are bad, and look at them, they're in the walls and shit.
but that's only because we've only got one side of it. With this, with what I just said, the world has been expanded a lot. Because you're going to see outside of the walls and everything else, and more other things. So it's just that when they said Titans are bad and all that shit, that's just because they were ignorant. But we got a lot of information where we are in the manga, so I would hope that Aaron can't just will himself and be like, for my friends, I will create the like. I don't want to see that shit.
That's
That'll be
exactly what's gonna
trash.
happen, bro. You already know. He's like, I'll do it. Sacrifice myself. That nigga
That'll be
stay trying to
trash.
sacrifice himself, bro. Oh,
That's
shit.
true.
Everything, dog. I'll give it to you though, bro. Like the fucking, like Attack on Titan caught me, bro. Like watching those first few episodes of season 1, bro. Like that shit catches you.
Yes, sir.
The only thing is, like, I don't know if this is just me, but like, for certain types of stories, you can't really like mysteries, for example, right? Or like where you're finding shit out. You can't really reread them and get the same exact impact. And like, I'm not saying that Attack on Titan fails in that same aspect, but like, let's just say like I don't feel the exact same way. I feel it, but I don't feel the exact same pain seeing fucking Aaron lose his leg and shit for the first time. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, bro. It's just the exact same thing with Death Note. Like Death Note is by far, without a doubt, one of the greatest animes that there are. But like, can you really rewatch that?
Nah.
Shit, I do.
This nigga here.
I'm saying because like I rewatch anything. I rewatch Kill La Kill almost 3 times, and I'm rewatching Game of Thrones right now. I rewatched Death Note once, and I don't know. I get what you're saying though. Some things don't have rewatch value when it's a certain genre, you know. But for me, sometimes I just rewatch it because I just forgot certain things.
That's
So
true.
it all depends on why you're rewatching it, I guess.
I do it for info for like a video or whatever, or for like it's just stay fresh on the topic that I'm covering on the channel. Like for Seven Deadly
Yeah.
Sins, I do it for that. One Punch Man, I've watched the anime like 15 times. Same thing with Seven Deadly Sins. I've reread One Piece like 4 times in its entirety.
Woo.
It's like I know what I'm talking about for this shit. It's just that like those are shonen though. Like you can rewatch a shonen and for like different values of the fights, for more context of like people's power levels and shit like that. It's all right, but like I can't say the same for fucking finding out that Aaron fucking, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Especially with mystery. But it's certain things that I think can only be appreciated with a rewatch at the same time. Well, like
Yeah,
once
Damn.
What's that?
it's the,
nigga said, damn.
it's the GOAT.
Oh, what's good, buddy?
What up?
I was asleep when I seen your message, so I said I'll hop in.
Hell yeah, bro. Y'all here cool, just talking about everything that
What's
happened.
breaking?
How you
Not
feeling?
much, bro.
I heard One Piece and rewatch. That's the first thing I heard when I came in. It was meant to be. It was a good time. Satsuki's
Not
going
much,
on.
bro.
What's going on,
Chilling.
man?
I just watched Dragon Prince and I knocked out.
Dragon Prince, what the fuck is
Is
that?
it good, bro?
I like it. It's got potential, but it's too slow with these 9 episodes. You know, I need a bit more so I can pick up the pace a little bit. I'm not fucking
When
with
I
it.
got a season. When I got a season 2.
Yeah, it just came out, but they only dropped 9 episodes, and it's like regular cartoon length, so it's like 20 minutes. So like you're done in 2 seconds, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking for
So-
something new to watch too, bro. I just don't know what. Everything looks bad.
You never know until you try.
I I seen that what's it call it? I think it's Monogatari. I know you had that shit on your
Monogatari, yeah.
yeah. And I think there's like 2 or 3 versions of that where it's like the
Oh
vampire
no,
bitch.
it's way
There's more than that.
it's
There's
way
no
more than that.
there's no 2 versions. It's one. So Monogatari made story, and like Nishio Ishin, he's like a master of the Japanese language. So what he does is he for the certain arcs that he's telling, he makes like a I guess for us it would be like a pun or whatever, play on words of those words. So like Kizu means like wound or cut, so it would be Kizu Monogatari, a wound tale, which is like the beginning of Koyomi Map. So it's all the same. It's all the same story with the same characters. It's just like he names it different depending on what arc he's talking about and whatnot. So it's like Hana Monogatari, flower story, flower tale. You know, it's like kind of like that. But I have the watch order if you need it. So don't worry about it. I
No,
got you.
yeah, because the animation looks bad. I seen the clip of like the vampire bitch versus a nigga who could like be like obliterated and shit. Like I was like, Nani?
Yeah, that's Koyomi and Kiss Shot, the goat.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you're tripping, bro. Like that shit was balling, but like, is
It's
it
not
good
a-
though?
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's my favorite anime and favorite light novel series by far.
Oh, it's a novel. Okay.
It's a light novel adaptation, but it's a really good one to the point where Nishio Ishin, he's like, the adaptation's so good, it inspired me to create more content because he wants to see it get animated.
Shit. How you feeling about One Piece?
You already know it's the goat. I got no issues with One Piece. I'll ride out.
What are your thoughts on the latest?
I would say I'm not with the Big Mom thing, the amnesia thing, but I have a personal vendetta against amnesia as a storytelling device. It's just it doesn't matter where I see it, so I just don't like it.
Nakaba fucked it up, huh?
That Diane shit not hitting, bro. Anytime someone's like, "Who am I?" I roll my fucking eyes. The last thing I want to fucking see.
Oh shit, bro. I mean, yeah, it's whatever, bro. It's whatever. How you feel about that shit with the prostitute?
See that again?
How you feel about that shit with the prostitute?
Oh, Komurasaki. It's all. I don't know. Kyoshiro, he not fooling nobody. She's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
fine.
doing that to save that bitch, wasn't
Yeah, I don't think he hurt. I don't think like, no vital organs or something. He was probably shallow or something.
Mhm.
Because he said that he raised her and stuff, and then when she like fell, he picked up the symbol of the waning crescent moon, which is like the symbol they're supposed to be looking for on people's ankles, so know they're part of the Kozuki clan. Like I'm just not buying it. He trying too
he?
hard.
Oh, okay. See, I connected that shit, but I was wondering like, does that mean that he knows that they're organizing, or that he's associated with that?
Yeah, I tried to make it ambiguous as if like, did he pick it up and he's like, what? Or did he already have it? So it depends on your interpretation. But yeah, I will say this though, because I thought this shit was hilarious. Like it was one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. Cause like, I muted, unfollowed, and blocked a lot of people who just have terrible takes on One Piece all the time. So like, so my timeline could be peaceful. But when that volume cover dropped, I think it was 92, with the coloration for Kaido,
Oh, Crib
Otoko's-
Kaido.
yeah, Otoko's hair and Komurasaki's hair, and the niggas was wild and big mad. I thought that was some of the funny shit I had ever seen, because I had never seen a volume cover get scrutinized to this degree ever in my life of existence. Where
I forgot about that shit.
and I think the thing that really made me laugh, because like I'm like One Piece is at this point the LeBron of manga. If LeBron sneezes, it's news. It's on Undisputed. It's on First Take. It's on Colin Cowherd, and it's always news. No matter what One Piece does, it's always a big deal. Like it's really the GOAT. Like y'all always got something to say about it. But what really took me out was because Otoko's hair is pink. And the way Oda kind of shaded it, they tried to knock him as an artist. Like, look at Big Mom's hair, it's pink. Look at Kofi's hair. Look at Reiju's hair. The coloration is different. It's different. He trash. I'm like, you guys took every pig-head character in the series in the black and white manga and really did up. Like you don't care about Toko to that degree. That shit was so funny to me, bro. I was just, I had to play into it too. I put the fucking you know the meme that's why he the go, the go.
The hate is too much, bro.
Yeah, just gotta relax.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm just streaming because I want to see Stronger Samurai, bro. You know how I am with One Piece, bro. I'm tired of all this playing around shit, bro. He told me that Kizaru had to wait, bro. He was like, "Oh, Kizaru, hold up, bro. No, don't go over there." For who, nigga? Who finna stop him, bro? Ain't nobody out here I'm worried about for Kizaru. So I'm like, this nigga, cause he seems headliner level, bit like, I'm not fucking convinced. Like, this nigga straight headliner level. I don't want to hear that shit. So where are these strong ass samurai, bro? And Kaido doesn't look fucking in shape at all. He got fucking manhandled by Luffy. Sure, he one-shotted him, but either way. And now Big Mom's here, and he's talking about some, like, go to work, guys? Well, I don't know where it's at right now, bro. I need me some crazy... And then the worst part was off-screening Sanji, bro. Come on, man. He just got this. He literally just got this shit, man.
Yeah, I need to get some shine. I'm tired of the hate for Sanji. That's my boy. Up in the kitchen, cooking the whip, yeah.
Hopefully she's popping that bitch. How you feeling about the chapter though? For 7 Deadly. For 302.
But is that new or that's what we talked about? Cause
No, that's new.
Like when? How new?
That's like in a week new.
It's the one with Ben.
I'm saying next week, bro. We are on 301 right now. 302 is next week.
Oh, I mean, you asked me what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's band season.
Again, bro. Still.
I mean, still, I need more than one chapter. Honestly, I think the Demon King will stop playing around because, like I said in the bar side, he's not trying. I think everybody kind of blew it out of proportion too early. It's like, I can't believe this shit. It's like, man, everyone just calm down and wait for next week. Stop having all these knee-jerk overreactions. I mean, Griever was killing me. He was not having it. He was like, nope, it's garbage. I don't care what you say.
Every day, bro. That nigga trying to find some shit, bro. That nigga hate times out.
That shit's funny. I see soul leveling in the title. Y'all talked about soul leveling already?
No. Only touched a little bit. What's up? What's good, bro?
Oh, alright. No, because Tom's here too, because Tom killed me, because I think I called it a run-of-the-mill webtoon, and next time I see Tom's name, it's like run-of-the-mill Tom. And he was talking about solar leveling. I'm like, did you do that because I called it a run-of-the-mill webtoon?
I didn't do it because of that, bro.
Okay. It's cool. I have no issue with it. I just don't think it's mind-blowingly great. But I think if you're pretty new to webtoons and you haven't read that many, this would absolutely blow you out the water. I absolutely get it. But I think I said this in my little videos. It's like, Korea loves games, bro. Like, putting these video game elements into their stories with rankers and, having tanks, DPS, whatever, blah, 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 stats, upgrading, like being able to actually physically modify yourself by like upping your strength and stuff. It's stuff that I've seen in like The Gamer, Dice. There's some Korean smut that have things sort of like that. I think like kind of like a love parameter where you can like increase your charm points, how you look. You can like pick the right kind of answers to get into bitches' panties. It's like
for real? I've
seen this done so many times. So like the whole concept of it is not new to me. But it's cool. I get it. I understand. Plus, the action is really, really good. The art's really good, and niggas are meatheads, so I get it.
Are there like more that like have good action like that, or like?
Yeah, I don't know how far you are, but there's a lot of good fights, man. There's a lot of cool moments where you're gonna get.
No, I'm caught up.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
caught up too.
Man, nigga, we finna get in depth in a second. I'm just saying, like you got some other webtoons and shit like that, or webcomics that are.
What?
I just crashed, nigga. My fault. What?
Oh, now I find out webtoons in general, for the most part, if it's action oriented, they're very good at making it very beautiful. I could think from Noblesse, Girls of the Wild, Tower of God, even God of High School, fucking Lookism, like Gosu. Like I could just keep going. Like webtoons generally have very cool, very appealing action. It's very pleasing to your eye to see it to see it move, to see it like happening. So like in that regard, Solo Leveling isn't particularly special because I find that Korean webtoons usually do that. But the artwork, is, I would say, is like a notch above most. Like it's like in the upper echelon. It's
So it's
really
not
pretty.
even the
Oh,
best shit.
me no. To me, no. Like, I mean, I think the series would be a lot better if I cared about more of the characters. I just like, oh shit, I can't remember his name right now. What's the MC's name? Just remind me.
Sung Jin Woo.
He's a dope lead. I like it, especially since I feel like he's earned his ability by showing like that situation was fucked up with the statues and whatnot, and he showed courage and bravery and intelligence by staying back, and that's why he was able to get to his ability. I think he completely earned the right to basically have the potential to become the most powerful character in the series. Igorous, Rise Igorous, Raw, all that Raw. He's dope.
That was
ask
raw
me,
shit.
ask me if I give a fuck about any other character.
Nah, yeah, no. The girl, I did at first for the girl. I was like, all right, keep the love interest, but then they just threw her out. So
Yeah, she's like, oh, I can't heal. Bye. She's like, I don't care shit with anybody. Like it needs a better supporting cast, and then I would probably like it a bit more because like it's just him, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck with nobody. I guess his sister is remotely interesting, kind of, I guess, but like still, like I don't know. It needs more. It needs better characters. I think.
I don't know if this is a key trait of the of this genre, but like I like the fact that his subordinates are like easily identified. It's not a supporting cast really because they don't really do much besides fight, but like we were there when he acquired both of those superpower or these three superpowers, and like they're part of the team now. So I'm kind of attached to like to Iron, Idris, and Tank or whatever. Like it's badass. So like it reminds me of Overlord. I don't know if you've seen the Overlord anime.
I've only seen I want to say the first season. I think there's more than one season. I think I've only seen one. I don't know
Okay.
if I'm
Well, yeah, you've seen enough where he has all those subordinates that are attached to
Yeah.
him. Yeah. It's that same concept. So like, I find that to be interesting. So I'm wondering how much more of that we're gonna get. Like I was mad as fuck when we didn't get the elf dude. Like that was a big ass mistake, man. So like,
Because like part of me was like it's still early. Like depending on I don't know how long it's planning to be, but I imagine it's gonna run for at least 300 chapters. So it's still early. Where I feel like there could be a major shift. Like you could like part. I don't know if we're gonna run into anybody who has the same ability as him. I wouldn't put it out to a possibility. I don't know if I like it, but like there could be something more with the other world and the monsters coming in and stuff. So like there could be like another layer to the story that happens. So that's kind of what I'm holding out for. But as of right now, I think it's cool. I understand the hype. I'm not with it. I'm not like into the hype because like for me it's just like it's cool. I like it. But I'm not gonna give it any more praise than I think it deserves for the time being. But it has potential. I'll give it that.
man, it kind of sounds like you're crowd bashing, bro. The niggas got you that pissed off with it?
They was just funny because like I'll put a video about One Piece and a comment will be like, "Yo, have you read Solo?" I'm on the TL like, yo, I see a parallel Soul Level like, yo, Habs, you're gonna like Soul Leveling, bro. You gotta check out Soul Leveling. I'm in the Discord, yo, Soul Leveling. I'm like, all right, man, fuck it. So chapter 1, I read it all in one sitting, and I'm like, and thing about it with me is like usually I just ignore that stuff, but the thing about it is like I did this with Black Clover. I read it to prove a point. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna probably like it, and I'm not gonna think it's as good as everyone else did. So and that's exactly what happened. I'm like, yeah, I know about y'all. Y'all hype mid all the time. So I can't get behind when too many people are behind something because they always swing and they miss. The last time I let the TL hype something for me was Erased. That shit is garbage, whack.
For real?
Extra mid. Erased is one of the worst overhyped anime. It's not even overhyped. It's just garbage. It is bad. And the only reason they got me to read it is because they triggered me by saying when it comes to a story that's told with time travel, it's better than Steins Gate. And I was like, I bet. So I went to episode 1, and I was kind of worried. I'm not gonna lie. That was a hard first episode. They came hard. I was like, fuck. Episode 2, I was feeling it until I think around the end, and then it's like, because it's a mystery, there's like a murder or whatever, and I don't want to go into it. I don't know if you guys watched it or read it, so I don't want to spoil.
That shit trash.
I figured it out in the second episode. So, in a series where like the suspense and the drama and the whole point is to not know who done it, I know who done it in episode fucking 2. This shit garbage. Like, this shit is whack. I couldn't believe it. That's the last time I ever let the timeline ever get me to watch something like or read something just because everybody was reading it at the same time. That was the last one.
I mean, this is really the first one for me. I ain't really hype on nobody's hype besides this. So
and for Black Clover, I would not be so hard on Black Clover if they didn't lie to me. That's the problem. They lied. They said it was tactical. They said we have one of the most unique main characters you'll ever see in your life. I'm like, where? Asta, aka Boneless Toma from Index. Come on, bro. Like, no, I'm not doing that. And then they I can't remember what else they told me. Was something about the magic system is so different. I'm like, what? No, it's not. What are you talking? They straight up lied to me. Like, if y'all didn't lie, I would have been so hard in the series. I'm like, yo, fuck Black Clover. Shit mid.
Oh shit, man.
Shit is the most generic battle manga I ever seen. I legitimately like Fairy Tail more.
What?
Ooh. Shit.
At least Fairy Tail makes me laugh. I'll be
Black
laughing.
Clover got no fan service?
Not even that. Like half the time I'm not laughing because it's trying to be funny. It's just that bad. But at least I'm laughing. It's like why I like the Fullbring arc. The Fullbring arc is terrible, but I think it's hilariously bad. In Bleach.
Bro,
That shit is so bad. That shit is so bad to me that it was like comical. I had a great time. Favorite arc in Bleach.
that shit never happened, bro. That shit never happened. Shit.
Bruh. So like when Ginjo first appeared, me and my homie were like, "Oh, he evil," right? We didn't even hesitate. So back then, sometimes like we'd reach it on like on the PS3 or whatever. So if we're all at the same, the chapter came out and we're all in the same area, we all read together. So me and my niggas, we both see Ginjo and like we're like, look at his eyebrows. That nigga evil. I don't care what they how they try to paint him. He's a bad guy. And no matter what happened, we always knew. So when they tried to hit do that plot twist, like, haha, he's evil. We're like, no, we knew this. Like, look at him. That dude evil as hell. That shit was funny. Dirty Boots has to be the stupidest ability I ever seen in my life, and it made me laugh. I'm like, bitch, go bathe. What are you talking about? The dirtier I am, the stronger I get. You better go take a shower. Like, I'm disgusted. That shit was so funny. She thought she was so mad about dirty boots.
Hey, no, the gain on your mic is too high again.
Oh, my fault. Let me know if that's better.
Yeah, it was good.
Yes, man.
But yeah, that shit was funny.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
Yo, what's good, Zarso?
Yo.
Zarso
What's going on?
was back in.
It's cool.
Chillin'.
And the Byakuya thing made me laugh because let me tell you. So, what's the dude's name? Tsukishima.
Yeah.
His name? Yo, his ability was actually really cool, by the way. He probably like the really good, the best thing about that arc. But when Byakuya beat that nigga by grabbing his blades and chucking it through his chest, I was like, bro. They tried to paint that thing as the most genius, like, I can't believe somebody of your nobility. No, that's what you said. Oh my god! That arc is comedy gold. Oh my! I have to reread that shit. I love that arc. It's so
Honestly,
stupid.
like I like the Fullbringers. Just that, like when it came to that, I was like, come on, you guys could have tried a bit harder. Like
Oh
like
my god!
cool race, cool concept, but it's like really like y'all gonna like do them all out like that? Like damn, they're not like they couldn't be that weak, really. It's Chad. Like,
Dirty
was Chad that
bullets.
useless? Chad was that buns. Chad was that buns to the point where like his own race was that buns too. I was like, god damn, that's ass.
Oh my god! Top 1 arc in Bleach. 10 out of 10.
I don't
I
really
still fuck
like.
with that arc the most, honestly. Like that and the 1,000-Year Blood War, both back to back. That was good. For me, I enjoyed it a lot.
What's the best arc in One Piece?
For me, it's,
Amazon Lily.
for me, it's the Wanda 7 saga.
Amazon Lily.
Yeah,
me.
same shit. Water 7 in this lobby.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That had probably like the most hype Loki. Yeah.
Not Sabaody? Or Empire
like
Sabaody
Reign?
was.
I like Sabaody, but it's not my favorite. It's probably my top 6 though. My second favorite arc is Skypiea. I love Skypiea.
Oh yeah, yo, Gonfall versus Shura, best fight in the entire arc. Best fight.
Whoa.
Gonfall versus Shura was one of the best fights for me.
I thought you were gonna say the series for a second.
No.
You scared me. You scared me.
I'm not that bold.
I like the battle royale with the Sky Snake, Holy, Zoro, and
Yeah,
Viper,
that was pretty good
Viper. I like that part a lot. That's my stuff.
Who else? Who was that fucking that Skypunk Gedetsu? Like I liked his concept for like how he fought, but at the same time it's like really you got done up by Chopper. You shit.
Yeah, yo, Chopper out.
Chopper was out like that one time, and then you never
Cock
see
there
anything
though.
again.
Hey, be Kumadori.
Come on, really?
Yee!
Mr. Lifetime useless.
Yee!
Yeah, right.
I love him. He's so funny. Like
You know what? Okay, fine, fair enough. I do like that yo-yo shit. I don't know, like he's always doing that fucking jumping around with a stick.
he's on his kabuki gimmick.
If that's what he's about, that's what he's about. But like seriously, like come on, don't play with me, bro. Like really.
I love. He was funny. Fukuro was funny. I love Kaku. Kaku's hilarious. I just don't like Lucci. He's the only one I don't like. Lucci and John Bird are the two I don't like. Lucci's boring to me. I get it, but he's just boring.
He's probably the most serious character of all.
He got
His
drift.
design-
He got rawness in hands,
Yeah.
but I like goofiness.
I mean,
that square ass giraffe shit had me weak.
Bro, I swear, that made me bro, that's what turned me off of that arc, bro. Dead ass. Like, when they powered up into that stoop, bro, I was like, no.
you can't tell me Oda didn't make that shit genius when Kaku fought Zoro. Like the square shit had me pissed. And it had me tight. I was like, seriously, a square giraffe, really? Like really? Like that's where you're gonna go with this bullshit? Are you serious? For real? But then the whole fight was dope. The whole fight was dope. You couldn't even get mad at it either. Like honestly, that animation back then, Saba Ondi Water 7. Water 7 and his lobby, bruh, genius.
And that's
I think
favorite, That's my favorite look for One Piece. I love that.
I think it was around that time that they were gonna get canceled, but they got new partners and everything, and that's when the animation kind of just shot up for a bit.
I know they went to HD in 208. That's when they went to HD. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If my memory's not trash, but yeah, Kaku is my favorite in CP9.
I think the main reason why people love that arc was because Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji all got their power ups at back to back to back. And I was like, dude, seriously? Rather, Luffy got 2 power ups, and Zoro and Sanji got their power ups back to back. Like I was like, dude, this is too much. This is too much for anyone.
That whole thing is just it's just an emotional roller coaster, man. It's just because the whole warning and little tidbits of Robin being dangerous for whatever reason finally comes to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
and you think I think the thing that like a lot of people don't kind of realize is you kind of I don't know about you guys. Like, I always liked Robin, but I never trusted Robin. If that makes sense. So when I so
Yep.
like so like when Nami was screaming at Luffy that she didn't actually betray them, I felt guilty. Like fuck. All right, let's go get her back. Like I felt like I betrayed her by not believing
Good
in her
morning,
kind of thing.
motherfuckers.
Honestly,
What's
good,
cracking?
man.
what's going on?
What's happening, people?
Hitman.
Chilling.
Popping up everywhere. You always gotta watch out.
Nah, but Naya, there was one thing about Annie's lobby, or towards the end of it, that I wasn't too much of a fan of, was that the commentary on Zoro and just like the two members that left, like Usopp for sure. Okay, that makes sense. He had words to speak on her initially, but like he initially never trusted her compared to everybody else. Like, everyone else broke down because everyone else was childish, save for him. But like he never had anything like any words towards her towards the end of the arc or anything. That had me a little, I don't know, like. It was weird to me. I was like, you're the one who kind of said that if anyone just quits and wants to come back, that's be like some kind of
He
some kind
even
of
had.
something.
The difference is that Usopp left and challenged him to a duel and he kind of lost. He kind of quit in the sense where it's like he really meant it at the time.
Mhm.
Where it's like Robin didn't quit. Robin was legitimately trying to protect them from the War Government. I don't think those things are the same. Like Usopp didn't leave them to protect them. Usopp left because he was upset about how Luffy was thinking about the Golden Mary. As
The
much as it
Golden
meant to
Bear
him,
is another member of the crew. Let's not get that.
Fair enough.
and remember that how much Kaya means to him, and Kaya is the one that Lion thing and like kind of the ship. So like this
That ship
situations
always
are
meant more to Usopp than it did anybody else. That's a fact.
exactly. So it's not the same. So like Zoro didn't have to say anything, but I could tell that Zoro felt guilty anyway, so it was fine. But one thing about that arc that I think a lot of people underrate, this is why he's one of my favorite characters in the series, is I think Iceberg fucking is the MVP of that arc low key. He is a great character. Okay, I knew Iceberg was real. Like he was mad funny from the beginning when like Khalifa was trying to throw the kicks and all the kicks hit him, and he cleaned out his schedule because he didn't feel like doing anything. And then after like since I'm free, I'll show y'all around.
It was childish as fuck.
But when Luffy was like, I don't want to get rid of my ship, he's like, you brat, you call yourself a captain, and he just got serious and like walked away. I was like, oh shit. They got real. His relationship with Frankie and Don, dude with Don Tom. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I just think that shit doesn't match up to fucking like to Jinbei, Ivankov, Crocodile, Magellan, fucking Inazuma, Bone.
You had a lot of good characters. You had a lot of good characters that But here's the thing: all those characters that you named are like combative. So characters like Iceberg, not really.
Yeah, but Iceberg got to the bottom of the Robin mystery by himself. He got to the truth. He knew there was more to her than met the iron. Demon Child, Nico Robin. Oh, she really actually.
And that's why he's like one specific character that like who doesn't seem to be like too much of like a big deal, but he really, really, really is.
No, I get that. He has importance to the story. He's relevant, I'm just saying that's one type of like satisfaction. Another type is when you have a clear goal and then you're striving to get to that. And I think that was shown to be done incredibly well in Impel Down. Right? That's why I love it so much because like the same thing you're talking about, it's involving the story. It is directly involved in the story. It's not some like random fight shit like the Cracker thing was. It's just like their passage, every single thing they did was involved with like the final result. Like there was no second to waste. There was no person that they couldn't beat. They couldn't lose. That's why to me like Impel Down was so great. It was the beginning of everything. He literally like it was the plunge into like the abyss.
Impel Down gets a 10 out of 10 simply off the fact that my favorite character comes back. So it don't matter. It didn't matter what happened. Crocodile came back and he'd go. So 10 out of 10 off rip. I don't care. I seen. Oh my god! I just seen the little hook of like don't play with me, Oda. Don't play with me. I haven't seen this man since the cover story where he got sent he didn't feel like escaping with Das Bose. Don't play with me. And then I seen it. I'm like, he's back. Let's go. I'm so happy now. Oh my god.
I fuck with him, bro. Like Crocodile's fucking a badass dog. He's like one of my favorite characters too. But like,
When I saw him on that cover page, that was like, okay, maybe he's out here in the new world, being nice to puppies. All right, Crocodile. All right, reform
Nah, he ain't
character,
being nice
reform
to
character.
puppies. He still got the suit on. Look at that. They still doing business. Get out of here with that. No way.
He's still out there. He's still out here. Come on now. He's still out here, fresh as hell. You have to keep the
Always.
fit. You have to keep the fit. But then you see him
Man
like
can't
read the
look
newspaper.
nice.
Come on now. Read the newspaper.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, this movie
everyone
all
else
good?
is important. You're gonna say Shanks ain't important because he was reading newspaper. He's off being kind of pup.
The
Okay,
fact
maybe-
that we saw Crocodile,
Blackbeard
though,
was
I was
reading the
like, yo,
paper.
I haven't seen this kid in a minute. That's the thing. I haven't seen Crocodile in a minute. When I saw him just read the newspaper, just like chilling like someone else's house, I'm like, come on. Like,
oh yeah. Oh, hold on
What
a
are you doing
second, guys.
scheming? You scheming, ain't you?
We gotta address this real fast for a second. Kingdom. So I don't know how many of y'all niggas read Kingdom still currently.
Not me.
Word.
Read what?
Kingdom.
Yeah, you kind of cut
Oh yeah.
Oh, not I.
Oh, you don't read Kingdom now?
No, I've been meaning to want to do that.
You've been meaning to want to.
No.
Bro, I
Just
don't
don't.
even feel like it, bro. I really don't feel like
I
it.
mean, if I'm being honest, but it's just I don't have a lot of time, so like I gotta be super picky and choosy. And like
yo, people don't get
Kingdom
that.
looks dope. I'm not trying to like throw shade or nothing. It looks like I'd be interested in as fuck, but there's a lot of stuff I think I'd be interested in that I just don't have the time to.
People
I
don't
feel
get
you.
that. Like I'm not 16. I got life.
Yo,
Like-
big facts. You consume mad manga when you're younger. The minute you get older, you got a job. Like one or two, maybe three, if I'm lucky.
Like the worst thing for me to see is ongoing. Oh my god.
Ongoing, right? Like, can I just find something that's done? Like,
Yeah.
and then you think to yourself, I don't know, maybe I'll start like EPO or something. It'll keep me busy for a while.
Ippo, oh my god.
Bro, 9. I'm thinking like at the thousands now or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like
They've been
1200
thousands for a
something.
minute.
Ridiculous, bro.
They've been at thousands for a minute, my dude. Like, I think.
Why is that not
Sakura
called the
became
best manga?
champion. It's one of the best manga. What are you talking about? It's just like, it's so old school that like, what do you expect, bro? They got at the beginning of the series, they can't go, like, all they can do is keep adding episodes. That's all they can ever do. That's all they can ever do with Ippo, is because like, yo, they're so far back, it's kind of crazy. They're,
How
like, that far
is
back.
the art style?
Is this the background from what the fuck, Saga Frontier?
Nah.
No idea.
All right, never mind.
No, I don't
Sorry.
even know what you're looking at, so I don't know.
All right, that's
Well,
fine.
that's a game.
Yeah, it's a old school PlayStation game. It looks like that could be the back of it. Like it was the kind where it had like 2D sprite, like static background, but like the 3D sprites moved around. It was fun. RPG.
Oh shit! No, I never.
Right now, I will be bouncing out once the chapter drops because I got to do my live reaction. And I've been like every place I go is like, do you want to look at the spoilers? And I'm like, I mean, yes, but I'm not gonna. Damn, why you gotta be
That's enough.
Do not tempt me. I'm already evil.
right?
I ain't never with that shit, bro. I hate that.
I never cave.
Well, I haven't
lie to
yet,
me.
so
Don't
that's what
lie.
I'll say.
Don't say
I
you
haven't
lie to me.
I just don't like half the shit is wrong. Like half the times where they
No,
tell
I
them
don't
the
like.
misleading.
I don't
words.
like. I don't like spoilers for anything, especially if I like the series a lot. I'll just take that free value.
But yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I love me some One Piece. I don't like. I would get spoiled on, I guess, My Hero because
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
don't care
But right
about.
now, like, it's not really like super popping. Like, don't spoil. It really, it's situational because the ones I read, I basically do all live reactions for them. So
The less I care about it, the more you can spoil it for me. Shit. Like,
yeah, basically, like right now, My Hero is just like, all right, cool. So I guess he's gonna be in Class A. Like, I
Well,
don't.
that shit's dropped.
No,
Well,
that
shit's
has
dropped,
not been
so-
confirmed.
So I don't care about that. That's dropped.
Well, I know it hasn't been confirmed. That's what I'm saying. Like, I could really care less at the big reveal of
Whoa,
that.
whoa,
It's a 50-50.
Isn't that the highest?
If-
So he was in the lowest one, wasn't he? So he's leaving all his niggas.
He wasn't even in it. He was in a whole different like school.
Yeah,
Now
he
he's
was in
trans-
like a. What was it a?
I
He
think
was
it
in, like
was.
in one of the different departments. He was in like a different department.
I
Not
think
the
he
field
was in
department.
general education,
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Nani?
which I think is like department C or D. I can't remember.
Yeah. General. Yeah, like general. Yeah, like the general education department and everything. Then you have like the finance department because apparently heroes need financing too. I thought that was kind of interesting.
So you
Yeah,
can
how
go
do
to
they
that
get money for all
school.
the suits and the buildings they destroy?
Yep.
We gotta
Yeah.
learn to market this shit.
That's another thing cool about it too. Is like on the back of every volume, you see like some of the heroes and some like their own like clothing and like brands that they actually put out. Like got like Endeavor with like some cologne. I think you had a Ryukyu with like some clothing like some clothing brand. They're all doing shit. It's all very capitalistic. It's kind of funny.
Wait, Graham.
Fem to the nigga out. We got it.
Graham, what were you gonna say about Kingdom?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
yeah.
about to say.
About Kingdom. All right, so like so the arc before this current arc has been going for a long ass time. The last thing I remember before I went on hiatus from reading it was Ocean had made schemes and plans.
I'm going to. I don't want spoil.
Ocean was making schemes and plans for the siege of that one city and shit, and then I had to stop. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to reread the arc before this. I forgot what it was exactly. But I think it was a Conky arc. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna reread that shit, and then by that time that I'm done, I should be able to, or this current arc should be done, and then I'm gonna hop back on that shit, and then we're gonna be back on Kingdom for that real ass flow, bruh. Cause I had to hop, bro. It's like Kingdom is so good that I only wanted it in full binges, so I can get the full love and the full, thrashing from that shit. But like, as of late, when I was reading it week to week, I wasn't getting that same flow from the shit. It was like
I
weird.
haven't really been feeling it as a weekly.
You dropped it?
I didn't drop it. It just like as a weekly. I think it's one of those series that works on better as a binge. I think week to week is. I think week to week is. I don't know. For me at least, it's not that great. I don't know.
I think Red Storm's like that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Parts.
I agree. Red Storm's like
Yeah.
that.
I can't be waiting like month to month, like 2-3 weeks every time, like for a new chapter, bro. I need that shit, like kind of like consistent.
Yeah.
What is Red Storm about? I've heard about it a lot.
To give you a gist, think of Desert Warriors. Desert
Yeah,
Warriors.
It's a really fun system. They got a cool world with like monsters and stuff that when you kill them, they have like crystals and shit like that inside, and that's like both currency and used to power spell. It's a really fun world, and there's like
There's politics,
fighting
and,
techniques and politics. It's like Game of Thrones meets Dragon Ball Z, if I'm being honest. Like
Game of Thrones and Dragon Ball Z meets what was that? There's like this one, like it seems popular, like a series about like some weird huntress lady. She has like a bow and arrow, and like I don't know, she's like engaged to like some young kid for some reason. I don't know, it's weird, but like they're like in like a desert type setting.
I don't know that one.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
He's like, shit,
I don't know,
neither do I.
It seemed apt to just kind of like I don't know, just throw it out there. But yeah, like you have like different tribes going after one, different countries talking about like different alliances and everything. And
Graham, you're
all
a
kinds of
meathead.
death.
You'll like it. You're a meathead.
All kinds of death. You'll love it.
No. I'm not a
My
meathead,
favorite character.
Yes, you are. Shut the fuck
no.
up. Like you ain't on me head.
He's
Get
lying.
out of here.
You say Vela?
My favorite character is a fox.
What does that mean, bro? Is that some weird ass pun?
It's
bro?
just what I said. That was pretty specific.
Favorite character is a
Favorite
fox.
character in Red Storm.
Mhm.
Sorry, in Red Storm is a fox.
I know exactly what he's talking.
Yeah, you see, you got. If you knew, you'd know. If you don't, you don't. There you go.
It's
There
like
you
a
go.
raccoon, huh?
Some gatekeeper shit. Well, if you don't know, then go fuck yourself. Like, but no, like they got like horses that eat people and shit. Like you gotta watch. It's just you gotta give it a shot.
Yeah, it's very, very like and like the weaponry.
Yeah, you'll
So
like it. Like I haven't read it, but you'll.
I don't think I've read Red Storm in maybe a year. I would say.
Red
which
Storm,
is
Rabbit
It's
Time,
at 314 now. It's pretty dope.
Steel and Blood, Black like Kubera, God of High School. I read that shit in like 2 years. Like I'm just washed.
I'm just
think
waiting
that's
on.
the only one I kept up on. I used to read Jackals religiously when it came out, but that's over.
Jackals. What the fuck is that?
Oh, it's the only manga I've ever found with a Puerto Rican protagonist. So that was my shit.
Crazy. You said that. Only
It's the,
Puerto Rican
what? It's the truth. Like you can have. It's rare. That's all I'm saying.
What about
What is
what's that series? Machiko and
what is,
Hakim,
what
right?
is Machiko? What is she? She's what?
Machiko from what?
Michiko Tohachin. What is she? Machiko
I
Malandro?
I don't know
What is she?
what the
Is
fuck that
she's some kind of Hispanic Mexican.
Mhm.
Some.
Bro,
Some
who's
kind of
Machiko?
spice.
But is she the main character, like the
Yeah.
MC, like the
Yeah,
Luffy?
yeah.
Brown skin.
It's her and Hannah, but it's really her though.
All right, fair enough. Well, I'm not a lady, so that don't count. Let me stop.
Let's consider that.
No, but I had never heard of that, so I'll check that out. I'm all for that kind of stuff.
It's pretty good. Like I think like what 20 episodes definitely the
That
watch. As for Reed, I
that
would.
shit is gangster as fuck.
All right.
Let
But,
me ask y'all.
and Jackals is all about like mercenaries and murder. Like, it's gorgeous in its brutality. You know? Best ways to describe it.
What are you gonna say, Grim?
Sorry. man.
I was about to ask y'all fucking 5 questions and shit for One Piece. Hold on.
5 questions.
What the fuck is it? Is it
Fuck is this pop quiz?
It's like
Are we graded?
hold on. All right, here. Rank your supernovas from strongest to weakest. Go ahead, Val. Either way. Yup. We're doing it, bro.
Oh, all right. Strongest to weakest.
Hawkins, Basil, Hawkins, Basil, the magician.
Praise.
I mean, somebody has an opinion,
Fanboy alert.
if it is laughable. No, for me, it's a tight 1-2 right now, and it's a matter of preference. I'm putting Kid over Luffy, but not by much.
That is trash.
You're allowed to feel however you feel,
Wow.
Mr. Hawkins.
That
Preference.
is garbage.
Could you
But
support that, my nigga?
yeah, it's them two. Then, for me, it's either Hawkins or X Drake in the 3 or 4. Though that's an interchangeable position. Like Hawkins is dope. I'm not like throwing shade at him. It's just he's not in my top.
I don't even think he's top 5 strongest looking.
I think his ability to survive puts him up there. That's just me. I'm seeing the ability to fake dead being really fucking handy. Like, and in a believable death. Like Kizaru shot that motherfucker, and if he chose to, he could have just fell out. Like, oh, I'm dead now. Cool, you know, because but he didn't, and it's because
that
showing
other
our
strike
powers. I
like
think-
that. Oh, that's
I
yo valid, bro.
I
I'm sorry, hold on,
pontificate
bro. I'm sorry.
about
Like,
these
I gotta
powers.
say this. Bro.
When you
When I-
consider
That's
how
like
many
low
powers
key,
he has
like the
left.
top 5 pussiest shit I ever heard, bro. Like low key.
I'm not saying he who lives to fight fights another day. Like that's you know.
Playing
But
is not. I ain't trying to fucking fight.
I've always put Killer and Zoro at kind of the same point, around like the middle. And whether they're who's on top. Wait, I'm gonna refrain that. Who's better than who? Let me, because I was like seeing it like scroll down in my mind, and so it's like, anyway, to see who's better than who, like that's interchangeable in my opinion. But
Killer and Zoro?
after that, it's definitely Capone and then Scratch.
I can't wait till we actually see that nigga, bro. I bet he's gonna be strong as fuck.
I want Scratch to do more, but like he had a cool ass power. It's not like he didn't cut Kizaru in half. with a
Yeah,
fat
that
piece.
shit
Like,
did
let's be real.
shit.
When that
Like, he
mixtape
started
drops,
beatboxing and dudes
Mono,
started
it's
flying
over.
about.
Stop.
Wait for,
Just stop.
wait for that. Wait
We
for the
really
SoundCloud
need
link
more
coming,
Scratch,
bro.
man.
About to be lit. For me, Luffy, Kid, Law,
Oh, I forgot Law.
Drake,
Law's
and
towards,
that's Arouge, and I don't give a shit.
Arouge is towards the middle.
I gave it to Arouge just because he has the commander under his belt, and then he escapes from Cracker. So I'll put respect, and because of his ability, he's always gonna puncher's chance because if you don't take him out, he's gonna burn in all that damage into raw power. So he's just a physical monster. Luffy, self-explanatory. Kid gets second just because I'll never put Kid above Luffy until I see it.
That's fine.
Right?
That's fair.
I understand. Like I can go into it. I'm not in the mood right now, but Kid's too. Law. I mean, Law's ability and his methodical thinking always gives him a chance. And I always felt like they were the big three in a sense. The way they're portrayed, they're the big three.
Well, they were introduced like that. Well, I mean, Law and Kid were introduced
did.
in a way that
Yeah.
puts them beside Luffy. So
Yeah, that's why. And Law always has one shot potential, depending on his ability.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know how it works, he's very hard to fight. Drake right now, because like of his connection to the with like the Dofi stuff, and back with like him seeking out Kaido, him being a rear admiral, the fact that he's like one of the stronger headliners. Like, I just think he's about to show out this arc. I always thought he was one
I
of the
think he's
stronger
about to
ones.
beat the shit out of Sanji.
His intro was literally him stopping 2 supernovas, right? So
Yeah, that shit,
That's
so
true.
that shit was tight.
it's just one of those things.
That reminded me of the when Rock Lee stepped between Sasuke and Neji, and you were like, "Oh, this dude's for real."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then he didn't show up again.
Yeah, I have Hawkins. I have Hawkins at 6 though. Rouge.
All right.
I just get mad. Like, there are some times where Oda will spam the hacks of a certain character and not do it for others. He's really nerfing.
So does everybody put Bonnie at the bottom?
No,
Yeah.
she's strong as fuck.
What?
She should be at the
Yeah.
top. She should,
I realized
bro,
I forgot.
She
to put, like, 3
turned those people
in.
into kids from far away. She wasn't touching them.
Yeah, like no. What are
Oda,
like?
Oda hates women. He hates women, so she's at the bottom.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, if and her power is one of the more interesting and debilitating. I will say that. Like, she's either gonna make you a baby or like feeble as fuck. Like,
Feeble either.
yeah, feeble
You're
either way,
either-
fair enough. But
Either way, you're shitting in a diaper.
Yep.
like, yeah, facts.
Let me know when it's my turn because I have no idea.
Run through, nigga. Go ahead.
Jump in.
Oh shit! All right. Let's see. So just 5?
No,
I was too lazy to figure out the rest, but I have a top 5 though.
Okay. I'll put Law at number 1. I exclude Julia Bonnie only because like her powers are broken. Other than that, Law's one-shot capability is too real. I'm sorry.
Garbage.
It just is.
Okay,
It,
we
like
don't know that Kid can't control the metal in a body, so let's continue.
What?
fair enough.
Blood
What
Giden
is with these
Magneto
fanfics, bro?
status.
I don't know, man. I understand
even
that based
Magneto
off what
could do
Oda's
it.
doing, but Kid fans are out of control. But I gotta.
Yeah,
It's okay.
That's some
It's
Avatar
okay.
bloodbending type beat. Come on.
It's okay though.
Hey,
Chill out.
I didn't.
They've been waiting. They've been waiting. I get long-term payoff. You all got it.
Right, and plus Kid's been getting shit on like since forever. Like, you know what I mean?
I think it's
feel
developing
like
character.
Really?
has
I mean,
hated on Kid
the lost
up
arm
until-
thing was something, yeah.
Yeah, like
I think it's developed character because remember
And he's gone.
that like opposed Luffy's ideals as what a pirate's supposed to be. Even though like he did respect at the end of the day, Luffy had balls to say something as dumb as I want to be pirate king compared to other people who either have more power than them or might be just as deadly as them, if not more so. So
yeah, like a good example of that is during the War of the Finest when he was like, "No, Whitebeard, I'm saving Ace," and everybody shit their pants. Like, did he just backtalk Whitebeard? That was
But,
scallion,
Whitebeard would have smacked the Goofy out of it.
right?
I'll put So I'll go. Then after maybe Zoro. After Zoro, Luffy. After Luffy,
You are canceled. Just stop.
Luffy. What? Drake. After Drake.
Drake.
After Drake Hawkins. I don't know. Maybe Urush. Fuck knows. Doesn't really matter. After what? Zoro, Luffy, Law, maybe Kid.
Killer.
What? Killer. But then again, what? What on earth are we killer? If there's like a couple of spinning blades and like a failed attempted assassination. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Whoa! Come on, that's not. Everybody's failed to kill these people.
I mean,
Like-
fair enough. I'm like,
You have to put Killer comparable to Zoro.
Yeah, like you have to. And
Whether
to
or
say
not you think Zoro's stronger, you have to put him in the same sphere.
Do you truly believe that? Do you truly
Yes,
believe like that's fair?
because it's not one of those things where it's like, because like I'm very old school. That's how I do this shit. If I don't see it, I don't care. I like to see it. But
Yeah.
Oda's right.
Exactly.
Oda's
So
right.
you need to see it
Oda-
from
Can I finish my point?
a...
Oda is so fucking weird with how he does shit. Plus, like, he's always been planning to have Kid and Luffy be rivals in the sense where Luffy comes to the island, Kid's bounty's higher. Kid has somebody in his crew, his right hand, whatever you want to call him, as Killer, who's also a supernova along with Zoro. He's been playing that up from jump, right? You kind of fast forward to now, and you go with the fact that they're both in prison. They both lost to Kaido. They're both in prison. Both are conquerors. Their spirits aren't broken, and they want to take Kaido down. And the way that they're competing and how much like blocks they're carrying, and how much whatever dongos they got to eat, he's trying to kind of show you like, oh, these guys are comparable, even. Now, obviously, I saw what Luffy did from the beginning of the New World until now, the Katakuri and stuff. So, as far as I'm concerned, obviously he's number one. He's the top dog easily. I saw it. I could prove it. With Oda, he's just trying to portray it that way with Kid. I'll give him the credit and put him at 2, but until I see it, I will not jerk him any higher than that. Now, with Killer, right? So Zoro hasn't done too much in the New World, and I haven't really seen him go all out, and I haven't really seen Killer do anything, to be honest. But with the fact that Oda's trying to portray the captains as even, I have to do the same thing for Killer and Zoro for the time being. I'm not saying Zoro's not stronger. I'm just saying, based on what Oda's doing, I gotta do it that way. It's his fault. It's not mine. He forced this upon me. I don't want to do this.
I feel you. That's fair.
I don't want to give Boneless Magneto any fucking respect.
Whoa.
Fuck
All
that.
right. Kid's gonna show everybody now. So.
Then I guess, if anything, then I'll that wherever Zoro places, Kid places about even. But then again, I can't really put them. I can't. Yeah, then I Zoro above Luffy because then that would mean that Killer is above Luffy, so, which doesn't work out.
I don't know why you had to about Luffy in the first place. I didn't make it.
I don't know because It's I've always figured that Luffy was always more naive than Zoro, and that kind of would lead to a better chance at Luffy taking some of an L compared to Zoro, even though in terms of fighting it's always up to Oda, it's all does Zoro just completely dominate this one person, or does he get lost and not be able to find the guy, or is Luffy able to slap the dog shit out of this guy, or does he get lost or fooled into thinking that this guy is actually made of food or some shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. You lost me.
in terms of where to place Zoro and Luffy, because to me I've always figured that could always overtake Luffy in some aspects because of the nature of Luffy's character. That's the reason why I put him above. But if you say that I have to go ahead and put Killer at the same level as Zoro, then it kind of throws me out of place.
I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you why I did.
Fair.
All right, my list. I got for number 1. Number 1, I'm gonna go ahead and put up old.
Who?
God damn, bro, this shit hard as hell, nigga. All right.
And yet you're the one coming up with the question.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
All right. So number 1 for sure is fuck, dog. There's so many niggas that could really be number 1, dog.
Number 1 for sure.
How is it not Luffy? You've seen what he done.
Nah. That's exactly why. It's the same reason why you said we have to put Killer wherever Zoro is. It's because that position. Luffy may be the strongest super. Luffy may be the main character of the story, but it doesn't mean that he's the strongest out of all of them. They have similar stories. Some have better powers. I don't think Luffy could beat Hawkins. I don't think they could win in a head-on fight, but Luffy's shown more. So I'm not just saying that Luffy's just the strongest because of that. I agree he has the most evidence for it, but
he has all the accolades. He has more moves. He's got the scoring title. He's got the MVP. He's got the fight.
Luffy's got more accolades than hella niggas, bro.
Yeah,
hella niggas in the series.
So put respect.
Nah, bro. To me, he's second to third right now.
3 out of the 4 Yonko and survived.
Hey, Grim, stop stalling. Stop stalling, nigga.
Stop.
Am I
3
wrong?
out of the 4 Yonko?
But I'd rather you be the commander or whatever than survive it. That's more.
We don't know what he did or didn't do. That is a fact. So I'm not saying he did beat a captain. I'm not saying he didn't. We don't know what the fuck happened, but we do know he hurt a commander and left and left whatchamacallit.
And
And
he
left Big
followed
Mom's
me.
territory. That is a fact.
Or Rouge beat one.
Yeah, we don't. That's what.
On paper.
Beat one.
The
On
stat sheet.
paper.
What does the stat sheet tell me? I know I feel you didn't see
Well,
the obviously you didn't
snack.
see it. I get this is why I tell you Oda's weird. It's hard to do.
Yeah,
But
it's his style of storytelling leaves a lot for us to kind of imagine, and I think it's gotten only worse over the years as he's become more and more aware of the growing, like following of people who pontificate at his every pen stroke.
Not only not only that, but he also illustrated that not all the news that you hear from other people about certain people comes out as true. Because even Kid says like, no, I never left Big Mom. I got what I needed and I left, and they just took my arm. Like that's what he said. And then you had other people like, oh yeah, Kid tried to come through, he got slapped. Scratchman tried to come through, he got slapped. Like information in their own world is
Brule
like
was
isn't
proven
necessarily-
liar though.
that's fair. But like, I mean, yeah, I mean, you have to put respect. Like, cause I used to always get in the kind of argument where people were like, what's more impressive, like training, or just go straight to the new world? And I always argue that they're even, right? Where it's like we're like, well, I think that for a lot of people forget that really just taught Luffy the basics of hockey when he bounced, right? He wasn't here being like, okay, here's what you gotta do as a pirate. You gotta think, you gotta do. Like he wasn't doing all that. He was just teaching him how to use observation and whatnot. Like he taught him the basics of hockey, and after Luffy came up with like Gear 4 and stuff on his own, and then he came to the New World. So like he came prepared, right? And then Kid just went straight to the New World and kind of got his ass handed to him and learned through real life experience. But the best experience to me is experience, right? I'm the kind of person in the fighting game, like Skullgirls, I'm gonna go lab. I'm gonna lab and practice. I'm gonna get my combos up, learn my spacing, my zoning, all that, and then I hop online. And usually what happens is I do very well until I hit a certain tier, right? And that's when I start to have more trouble and I have to learn from that point on. Some people just go straight online and get their ass bust up until they're nice. That's what Kid did. So for me, the new training to go into the New World or going straight to the New World are even to me. I don't think any method's better than the other. Because Luffy pretty much was like yeah, he lost his seizures, but he was stronger than he fought until really Dofi. That's when we have to start trying.
I would just leave that be, bro. Cause all I'm saying,
Nah.
bro.
Fuck that.
Matter of fact, fuck it. What's your list, bro? What's your pussy ass list?
Nah, how you gonna come up with a question and be like, forget that shit. Let's move on.
All right. All right. So my number one is gonna be fucking. Damn, dog. It's still hard.
Shut the fuck up. I don't even know what you're done.
Hey, you go ahead, Keisha. You go ahead.
Well, let's see. I'd say. Damn it! I've got the Grim Curse. Because I was trying to think about it as you guys were mentioning things, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. But,
shit, nigga.
Definitely not putting anybody that's below Captain. So Zoro and Killer out.
No,
I'd-
it's it is top. No, it's your supernova from order from strongest to weakest. You gotta.
Oh, good lord! I'm
Nobody-
not listing all freaking.
Nobody's
11
saying
of them.
that like he's not gonna count. I guess with that count.
Let me do it real quick.
All right, I bet. Go ahead, Tom.
I got Luffy at number 1.
As you should.
Shit.
I got Kid number 2.
As you should.
Jesus Christ.
I got Law number 3.
As you should.
I got Zoro number 4.
Yeah.
I got X Drake number 5.
As you should.
I
At this point, it's whatever. Hey, poor respect, Hawkins. You're.
I got Hawkins number 6, bro.
Yeah.
I got Bonnie.
That's interesting.
Bonnie at number 7?
That's interesting.
What?
Bro,
Yeah,
Bonnie
bro.
can turn you into a kid from 15 meters
She should
away.
be number 1.
Exactly, bro.
She's got the wild factor.
Yeah,
going
like that's
for
the
it.
thing.
Yeah,
It's
the
like, yo,
wild
like, what are you gonna do when she turns you into a kid?
Let's punch you.
You cry and shit your pants.
Just slap the dog shit out of you.
Man, I saw your tire return the kid and working it. Yeah, I'm still punching you. Okay? Alright?
Yeah, I already see what your baby dick ass does when I slap the dog shit out of you, right? Make you cry like a bitch.
Listen, I was a raw ass kid.
Yeah, alright. By the time you're 3 years old, right? You'll be stumbling over your fat knees. Watch.
I was a
Now
fat
this is
kid.
where it gets.
You
Now
know,
this is
you
where
find
it
It
gets
it
don't,
tricky.
it don't matter if you're a fat kid. Kids have fat knees. It doesn't even matter.
Yo, I was flippity dip. I'm joking. Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead.
This is where it get tricky. I got Killer as number 8. I got Aruj at number 9. I got Apu at number 10, and I got Capone at number 11.
Capone at 11, bro? Come on, bro.
You heard him?
What is Zoro gonna do to that castle, bro?
You see, the thing about Capone that's weird is that he got niggas and guns.
I don't have an army.
He does
have
have the feat of Big Mom not being able to crack him in one hit as
Yeah.
Big Father. He's
Yeah,
a
but
pretty
he-
big
close.
defensive feat, which you gotta kind of put respect on. But it's like if anyone to fight this guy straight up, I have no qualms that they can beat him because he has niggas and guns. Like those niggas and guns, what is he gonna do? You know, so I'm like,
Yeah, like you get full, like you get shot full of holes, bro. Like what are you gonna do?
He's weird to place, so I feel it. I think when I did mine a couple, like maybe like last year, like not too long ago, a couple months ago, I think I had him at 10. I had Bonnie last, but I had him at 10.
Yeah,
I had a
Beige
pull
at
ass.
10? Oof.
I could understand you putting the, but I'm gonna put respect on the mixtape.
Yeah.
You give me a goddamn mixtape. I swear to God.
He's gonna drop a banger. Check her out.
All right, Sasuke, what's good with yours, bro?
I got Luffy, Law, Kid, Yaruj, Drake, Hawkins, Zoro, Scratchman, Apu, Killer, Capone, and Bonnie.
Damn.
Are you just
feel it.
listing off their names? That was very quick.
Nah, that's the list.
That's the list.
Alright, that's the list. That's it.
You think Killer could beat Capone, bro? You tripping. You tripping.
Shit. We'll see about that.
I mean, for real, like all you gotta do
seen
is
Killer's
get
neck. Let me see his neck. That shit got veins on the left, on the right.
Yeah, that shit's kind of scary, B. Like, yo, what are you doing for the last 2 years, bro? For it to get that intense.
So hold on, which are the ones that we got left? We got Apu, we got Bonnie. Is that really the only other Killer? Right? Killer's gonna be taking care of this arc though.
Where is Killer at this point?
Chilling.
He's
He's
like,
one of those,
shit, my captain's in the brig. I guess I gotta wait until he gives me an order. Whenever the fuck that is.
People are predicting that he's one of the he's one of those guys that are that's getting one of those mystery tales or one of the legends in Wano or whatever. I forgot which one it was. It's the one they're telling stories about.
The Witching Hour boy?
Yeah,
That
that shit, yeah.
I think that's one of them.
Yeah, there was like a mass murderer who's still on the loose or some shit like that. There was like some other people just
There's the
going
guy
around.
in the cell in Udon
There you go.
throwing frickin' fish bones as if it was a damn knife.
A few more like that.
I think that just was Kid, wasn't that?
No,
That wasn't.
was
but
never.
It's like at a quick glance, it's hard to miss that it wasn't him. He didn't spit that though. Wasn't it?
Who was it?
We don't know.
Oh wait, is that guy that Oda teased everyone about during Jump Festa, like not even like a couple years ago?
We don't know if it's a lurking legend. We literally don't know. There's no someone.
I don't even know what you're talking about, so I can't comment.
Oda during Jump Festa like a year or two ago said something about a lurking legend being in Wano, and like apparently,
Oh, that.
yeah.
Wow.
And and if the guy who spit out the fish bones wasn't Kid, and I always figured it was Kid.
I think a lot of people did because, you know, the last time we had seen him that point was in a jail cell.
Yeah.
But the jail cell, I think, was just straight bars, but this is like lattice. So it's a
It
different.
wasn't Kid because Kid and Luffy are eating by moving the blocks, but by eating the Kibidongos. That guy only gets one poison fish a day with no bone in it. He's not operating in the same way everyone else is. He has his own set of rules.
And then the guards don't even operate by the rules. God damn it! I told you to debone that thing.
Yeah, so
He'll kill us.
he did it. That's what you get. Good for him. Good for his fucking blood clot. Listen.
Yo, I forgot I muted my mic like 5 minutes ago. I've been having all kinds of opinions, thinking everybody's rude. But as you were, I'm sorry.
What's up, bro?
What were we talking about?
Damn.
The guy
Mystery
in the
man in
third
the
cell.
cell.
Third cell.
Oh yeah, I have the opinion that that's rocks because it supports my opinion that the thing that Big Mom or Kaido owes Big Mom for. My two theories are A, that he got to keep one of their kids, which would be like crazy, something she'd never do, and it's kind of an established thing that would be like something he would have to owe her for because all the other parents are murdered, except I was gonna say except for Pound, but womp womp.
Okay, and then what's your other idea?
The other idea is that they teamed up to betray Rocks, their former captain, because it's the fact that they were both on the Rocks crew and now they're different captains. But I think they betrayed Rocks and were able to
Damn,
subdue
nigga.
him, put him in a cell, and like Rocks is a badass, right? The kind of badass that might, I don't know, kill somebody with a fucking fish bone
I haven't shit. Probably.
from 15 feet away, we'll say.
You
know,
use,
it's
you
a-
use,
it's a
use the
crazy
back of that
idea.
cell. Yeah.
It's just like I said, it's just stuff you think about. I smoke a lot, so
No, but
Same
like,
here, bro.
bro,
I
even
mean,
even
I-
even the niggas that like we see are like super old as fuck. Like if they were strong at a certain point, they retain that strength. So I don't see him like being kept in the cell. Like
this
that.
this dude could have never broke it. Remember, life is different. People keep thinking like just that the reason like Whitebeard was weak is because he was old. He was weak because he was sick. Old age in One Piece is 140 fucking years old. That's from Oda himself.
And that's
You know what I mean? So
regular
70
human.
years old is only middle age. That's a 30-year-old son bitch right now, or 40, we'll say.
And even still.
Bro, that adds to my
Greyhawk
point though.
has
Why,
that.
if this guy is a Rock's captain, why hasn't he broken out of the cell if he's still youthful?
Well, he'd be old as fuck right now. Think about
Wait,
it.
hold on, Grim. Hold on. Let me ask you this then, right? In response to that, why does Rayleigh let himself get caught up as a slave? They have nothing better to do. It's either that or
No, nigga, that was a
commit wrong
minor
charge.
Why
Right.
does Shaky run a bar?
Cause that's just no. We're not. No, bro. That's not the same exact concept, bro. Those are things that they do for hobbies, and Rayleigh was doing that on purpose so that he wouldn't cause more trouble. It's a lot more issue if he causes a scenario where people are fighting
Actually,
him. and
really
he's
want to
escaping.
rob that nigga.
Nah, bro. That too, bro. But like, nah, bro. I ain't finna like flip that around, dog. Like, if that nigga was really that strong. if
Oh
this-
shit! Black Clover dropped first. All right, that's weird.
Oh shit, did it?
Yeah, it just dropped like just now.
Ooh,
I'll
damn.
Be back with everybody in a bit.
I have to jump
Nah,
out.
but that Rocks nigga probably ain't the fish bone nigga. We gonna find out.
I don't think he's in the cell.
Mm.
I'm with you. I'm like, how do you like? It's not that I don't think they could have like betrayed him and kept that person captured, but not in that dinky little cell. There's no way.
Hey, you never know. Oh,
You'd have to have some like elaborate prison with sea stone prison and all kinds of shit.
Come on, an elaborate sea stone prison. Like, come on, really? Sea stone's already like hella hard to make in the first place. You're killing half the men who make them in the first place. Come on.
You're on Wano, where it's made.
Yeah, but they're still
Best
killing.
crafts
To be
made.
a big
They're
old
still
right.
killing
So
said
Kaido's
crafts.
been there for 20 years, and if supposed to be legendary, people who were actually ran the sea before Roger, is that guy not supposed to be extremely powerful as their captain? So you don't think? So you think a regular cell is holding that man? No.
Not necessarily a regular cell. He might not be as
in there.
strong. As
Listen,
a possibility.
Oda said that he would be the strongest opponent the Straw Hats ever faced. So you're wrong.
I guess. I'm wrong until I'm right. I guess.
No, you're wrong because he literally said it. Like the statement, I could find the statement. Like he said that. So
We'll see.
you're just factually wrong.
We'll see. Because you don't know. No one knows.
Bro,
That Lord kept thinking about the hit different.
I don't know, bro. So what's up with this
At this
nigga
point-
Orochi, dog? Y'all thoughts on
Ugly.
Orochi?
Ugly. Ugly.
He's what I expect. He's what I expected.
Wario ugly.
Son,
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that he
kinda
was
ugly.
stronger than Big Mom. What do you guys think about that?
Who said that?
Oh,
Tell him shut up.
Put him on blast.
I like how niggas said.
no, I'm
you
trying to
roasted
follow
them.
the question.
We're roasting them.
Yeah. Put him on. Yeah. Put him on blast. Tell him shut up.
Who did it?
No, it was some Discord niggas. It was like with all the stuff that happened in the past and shit, that Orochi got to be stronger than Big Mom. So what y'all niggas think about that?
No. No.
Listen. I have functioning brain cells.
Yeah. It's one of those things, you know. You can't really just like escape having functioning brain cells.
I was always kind of mixed on what I was like in terms of Orochi's like ability and his design is exactly what I expected. In terms of what he can do from a combat standpoint, I was always iffy on from the moment that Kyoshiro was like he's a coward, this and that. And if you kind of read that chapter where they talk about like basically the false history of Wano and how they kind of transitions to the story of Odin, it's like that conflicting history where it's like you want to believe that what Kiyamon is saying is the literal truth, and what the kids are learning is false. So it's like, oh, he attacked with two sword style. Oh, like nah, it's all bullshit to me. Like, it sounds like you're just teaching the kids false history. I don't know if I believe that. So like, for me, it was always hard to get a read on how strong he was going to be. I didn't particularly care if he was strong though, personally speaking. And in terms of how he looks, yeah, I knew he was going to be a goofy.
That's been a prediction for a while. Was that he was going to be goofy as hell?
And like it's One Piece, and that's I'm here for that shit. I'm cool with it.
You here for the ugly?
I love the goofy. The only person who's really ugly, like the only person in that series who's so ugly, it really is really off-putting to me is Weevil.
Damn.
The fuck?
Because Weevil ugly and extra brain dead. He just makes me uncomfortable.
Extra. He's ugly and extra brain. Yo, I'm sick. Naya, Naya, get out of here, bro. You gotta do something else with your life, kid. You gotta go somewhere else. This kid said he's ugly and extra brain dead. Like, how you extra brain dead? Who does that?
Yo, you ever seen him speak? Like,
I have. Like, how do you put him
Y'all
on
niggas
blast
think
like
he's
that?
strong as fuck?
Well, I mean, Kizaru kind of hyped him, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, he probably has that brain dead strength, but it's just like,
Oh, that retard string?
see, I had to say that.
Yeah,
I said
don't
brain
say that
dead.
on stream, bro.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Oh shoot, my bad. I
But
don't retreat.
yeah, so it was just like, I'll give him some props for power, but boy, he ugly, boy.
He
brain
dumb. He dumb. He got that dumb.
Where the buck teeth on Orochi are. That bugs me. Sorry,
That-
I went
that
from
gap?
evil to-
that
Yeah,
gap, you mean?
it's like he's got regular teeth, but then he's got the two buck teeth way on the sides. Bugs the shit out of me. And then we get it 8 times over.
Ain't he supposed to look like one of them Chinese dragon thing? Is I'm
Yeah.
trying to say he doesn't like Chinese people?
No, he's a Yatama no Orochi.
Goddamn.
wonder
Doesn't he though?
what
Doesn't he
is-
have like the face of the Chinese dragon? And
No,
everything?
the beast, the mythology,
No, I know the beast. I know the beast. Yeah, it's the Yamato and Orochi. But like when Orochi takes like the form, does his head not look like the dragon heads during like the festivals?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
When they decorate. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah. Yeah. This is what I'm trying to say.
Trying to look up to find out what his special ability might be.
I don't think he
'Cause
has
he-
one.
Well, he's a mystical. Type.
What would you expect him to be able to do?
I don't know. I don't know the myth that well, so I'm looking it up.
I mean, honestly, the whole myth snake that has 8 heads and a branch somewhere. The 8
No,
headed
the-
branch snake. I don't
the
know what it does,
branch
but, like-
is that his head branched into 8 heads, and that he should have possibly 8 tails, which really doesn't seem that effective.
Nah, you're telling me. I mean, 8 heads, 8 different directions. 8 of them want to eat the same thing.
All
What do
right,
you
I'm
do?
back.
What's going on?
Damn.
What's up?
Wait, did you?
No
did you-
spoiler. Hey, no
did
No
you
spoiler.
spoilers. I
react?
gotta
Or
say
did you-
shit. You ain't gotta say nothing like that to me.
All right, all right.
Did you-
I got you, I got you.
Did you live react to it already?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Shit, boy.
Yeah, you
I do my
recording
work
everything?
quick, sir.
Damn, bro.
I'm the first one out. That's the only time I get people like view my shit. If I'm even like an hour or two late, I get like 30 less views.
No, I just like it because like that means that you don't beat around. I don't like super long live reactions. Like
Oh, then you're gonna love me.
no, that's what I'm
always
saying.
try to
That's
be
like,
quick,
yours don't
but
be
it's
yours
hard.
don't you don't like sometimes I'm like why is this as long as an anime episode? Why is it
Nigga, there's
Yeah,
emotions,
second
bro.
calm down.
Speculation, mid thought, bro. Like that's what they pay to see, bro. They want
No,
to see.
but
you
if you're
thinking,
if you're streaming and if you're streaming and you're talking to the chat, that's different. If you're just recording the video, why is your live reaction for like Black Clover, which does not have that much dialogue on average? Why is your live reaction like 25 minutes? Why?
Don't be knocking my slow reading.
Like if my live reaction of One Piece is over 10 minutes, I'm like, damn, why? I'm like, why? is
It
so
depends on the
long?
chapter. Some chapters,
Are wordy, yeah.
I'll be honest. This chapter, I flipped out for a second for Black Clover. I was like, what? Get the
Oh,
fuck
damn.
out of here! Like
I'm
I
about
threw
to
my
jump
body
off.
back. Like I was like, good God!
Damn, chill up. Oh,
I'm
nigga.
not spoiling anything, sir. I'm not
I
spoiling
know,
shit.
I know.
You
You're
can
doing the-
you
you're
can
doing the
spoil
next worst
you
thing.
can
You're doing the
spoil for
next
me
worst
because
thing.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm
Shut up.
amping that hype up real hard.
Yeah, I know. That's like the next bet, like the next worst thing you could do.
I
Just hype
know,
it up.
I know.
God damn. But fucking, what was I gonna say? I actually wasn't gonna say nothing at all. Fuck it.
Ooh, what? I'm not trying to commandeer no shit, but what do you guys think of this Nintendo business?
What
Oh,
about it?
fucking, what's his face?
Wait,
What's his
Reggie?
face? Quentin.
Yeah,
That's whatever.
Reggie.
No, what
I
happened?
even like
controversial
Nintendo.
shit to
Yeah.
this though.
Hey,
Reggie,
Fallon.
Glad it's not on my stream.
Reggie, she's
Valid.
stepping down.
But no,
Fallon.
what's up?
It's out. One Piece out.
One Piece out?
It is?
Yeah.
Where?
The Brago channel.
Well, that's not what we're looking for.
Where the
All
fuck?
right, bet I'm about to.
I'm not on Brago's channel, bro. You gotta link that shit.
All right, I got you.
Cause
Is
I'm
it-
reloading that page like a motherfucker right now. It ain't doing shit.
I haven't been on Broncos Town in a minute because all the
Is
meat
it a
has.
manga stream? No.
Yeah, drop that link.
Try
Yeah,
manga
I
deep.
It doesn't have it yet.
Alright. I'm about to go do the part of my job, so
I
I'm
only
gonna
want
jump off.
I only want J.
Oh, I got it. Oh, wait, no, that's Black Clover.
No, no.
Alright, later's also.
Alright, so yeah.
Oh, there it is. I got the link. I gotta go.
Is it J Box?
Yes, it's
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
I'll
But
be
I'll
right back.
do it. Alrighty. See you guys later.
All right, yeah,
All
I'm,
All
about
right,
to,
peace.
I'm about to read that bitch right now. Actually, right up
Oh
on me.
damn!
I gotta go.
All right, yo, you guys go do your thing.
Damn, bro, these niggas peace
Everyone's
out.
like, shit, gotta go live react. Oh damn!
We gonna be out to that chapter.
Damn.
Oh shit. Now hold on.
Guess
On the
it be-
real, let me read this bitch real fast. Actually,
Guess it be like that.
what's up? Y'all don't mind if I read it like right here with y'all, right?
Yeah, I do.
Y'all niggas gonna be fucked up. They're allowed to read that shit right now.
Nah, you can do your thing because I already read the chapter.
What you mean you already read the chapter, bro?
I already got the chapter out, so you can do your thing. 'Cause, like I'll be ahead of you. So
You know what
you
the
can
fuck?
do what you want to do.
This nigga, dog. Alright, hold on. Give me 2 seconds to set this bitch up.
I'm trying. Oh shit.
It better not be trash, though. I ain't with this fucking scooply dooply.
What you gonna do if it's trash, nigga? You gonna
I'm
fight
say
Oda?
something about that shit, bro. You already know I'm gonna say something about that shit. Shoot that nigga, dog. Let me see. That last cut hopping on that last base, 934. Pyogoro Flower. You stop talking to Compton.
I might just call it
Who's it?
Rex in the morning. I might call it 9 Rex in the morning because
Facts.
whatever second wind I got from that nap is running out. My HP is dropping.
Better go smoke a blunt and pour up or something, man.
Nah, I don't need the crack. Huh?
Oh, okay, oh shit. The Big Mom Pirates, Wano Country, border seat. Big Mom Pirates who fell off from the waterfall.
You're still streaming?
Of all the things that could have happened. Damn, bro. Hey, these niggas are straight at least.
Alright, you apes. I'm calling it a night.
Alright.
Let's sleep.
All right, peace.
You're. And yo, fuck dog nigga. You're.
Oh, nigga left disrespectful.
Mama just had to fall off a boat at the top of the waterfall. The king controlling the skies, there's no way we can take that route again. What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck you mean, bro? With king patrolling the skies, there's no way we can take that route again.
What?
Bro, they making that nigga sound strong as fuck, dog. Why is you have Smoothie there too, and but that shit don't make sense, dog. We were very lucky that our ship didn't get capsized. Can't we do something instead of staying here like sitting ducks? Mama's Viva card's still intact, so she must be alive. We're lucky for that too. Bruh, always making these niggas seem so trash, bro.
What niggas?
The Big Mom Pirates, dog. Damn. Alright. She's an ability user and she fell into the sea. Isn't it very likely that the enemy pulled her out and took her prisoner? What? But kinda. Even if she did somehow was washed ashore, she'd still be stranded in enemy territory. So they'd capture her eventually. Even though those two were once part of the same crew, they're now emperors who would love to see her dead. I'm sure he'd jump at any chance to take her life. Yeah. If that were to happen, then the Big Mom Pirates would be renamed the Pale Sparrow Pirates. Right, nigga, this nigga stupid. Right. Hey, hold on just a minute, brother. If anybody should be the new captain, should be Katakuri. Birth order trumps already. Stop spouting nonsense. Something like that should obviously be decided by one's capabilities. You guys stop talking about Mama like she's dead. Oh, now she wanna. I have no doubt that she will return to us. The typical logic of this kind of situation isn't apply to Mama, you fools. Damn. I guess. Who the Manisa is? A woman called Big Mama's with her. Indeed, she's a super strong outsider. Wait a minute. How did a simple stroll on the beach turn into a traveling brigade to hellish Ulu? Come back immediately, Otama. I won't let you explain yourself. Or I will let you explain yourself later. Damn, bro. I remember this nigga. Yeah, true. And is Lord Momonosuke with you as well? Him, I'll ask to keep an eye on you. Master, do not worry. I, a diligent Kunoichi will protect him. Diligent Kunoichi. Oh, that's that one mission and everything like that. When did you become a Kunoichi? You aren't even as strong as half a man. Damn. Damn. There's that sexism again, my oldest heart. Return here this instant, Otama. Sir Hitetsu, I am accompanying you. We have already begun our trek, so please inform everyone of our whereabouts. I will not. Get back here immediately. Keep you trying to step in with some authority and shit like, I'm here. Nah, bitch. Bring your ass to me. Kui Wastelands. You said her name was Big Mom. I feel like I've heard that name before. Wow, she's nobody important. Don't worry about it. This Croco shark is such a well-behaved child. You force it to be well behaved by hitting it twice. You're scared. Damn, bro. God damn, bro. That shit big as hell. Oh shit. Big Mom out here just taming niggas and shit. What the fuck? The fuck they do to her hair, nigga? Oh, that's the shit you was talking about, the hair shit?
Yeah.
She look weird now, bro. Those poor people in Okobore town couldn't give us any food to take with us. But that's okay, because they were very nice to me. They were nice even though they didn't know me. Well, I don't even know who I am. That talking hat hasn't said a word this whole time. Did it lose his memories too? What the fuck? I hope Udon. That's right, yeah! The capabilities of the homies, that's right. Because somebody was telling me earlier today, it's like she'd be able to use the power of her homies in like this fucking in the state, and I'm like, why not? So let's see. I hope Udon isn't too far away. I'm starving. This bitch. Don't look at me while you're drooling everywhere. Alright, about that, Odin. Udon is still quite far away. Here's a rough map of the Wano country. Finally, bro. Alright. We departed from Kuri, which is here, and we're traveling to Udon. Okay. Kaido's Island, Uasu, Ringo, Flower Capital, Mount Fuji, Kibi, Kuri. Oh shit, Mount Fuji. So this is Japan. He's officially calling this Japan.
Yeah.
I like that. That's right. Mount Fuji's on is in Japan, right?
No. Yeah, that's Japan.
A large river divides one into 6 regions. Damn, nigga, that's a river. Guess. The weather differs between each region. To reach Udon, we have to cross the river. It's pretty far away. Stop looking at me. She about to eat that nigga, bruh. Alright. The weather differs between each region. Wow. Water would do that shit. Alright. You're serious about this, aren't you, Momo? I will be at the center of this battle. I must not falter. Snatch. The fuck? Little Monosuke. Where did you learn that yell? Snatch. It's what outsiders yell when practicing their swordplay. Zoro taught me. He told me that it's a way to strengthen my heart when my courage falters. In any case, do not use that word again. I don't know why. It may be just a coincidence, but in the Kure dialect of old, there was a yell like that too. Using a word like that is not befitting of someone like Little Monosuke. What? Isn't it fine to say? It's not. The fuck does it mean, bro? Snatch? Pussy. Phew. The capital is in chaos. Oh, it's snowing and shit? Yeah. Is it normal for someone so beautiful to be cut down? What a scary samurai. I guess you guys don't know about Bushido. 20 years ago, the most famous Yakuza in Wano before Kyoshiro took charge was Hyogoro the Flower. What a fancy name. I hope we made the right decision when we dropped Otoko off in the Pleasure Palace, or in the Pleasure District. Oh, wow. She's sucking dick. I'm not worried about her. You're right to be. The Shogun is enraged at her. He wouldn't bother trying to catch a child, would he? Shall we go to the bathhouse and check on her all the way there? I'm pretty tired. If we do that, we'll have to disguise ourselves. Orochi controls both fresh water and hot water. He controls the people of the flower capital through their most basic needs. It's true. You should rest for a little bit. So, I'm a little upset about how little information I was able to obtain. I was only able to find out what time Orochi would wake up on the day of her battle. What? That's weird. Are they gonna go that in depth to find out what time he wakes up? The fuck? Along with what will be transported to Onigashima as an offering via the shogun's possession, as well as when the banquet will happen, as well as Kaido's favorite meal. What the fuck? They gonna poison this nigga? And the hierarchy of the subordinates, along with their military strength and the amount of weapons they possess. Also, Shogun blah blah blah. Strength, the weapons he possesses. You're so competent. What? You covered that shit, bro. I wanted to see. Urobi, about that. It was there, the poneglyph. It wasn't red one, but it wasn't a red one, but what, really? Oh shit. What kind of poneglyph was that, Kanjiro? Our stone luck is still strong, Bonchiki. Indeed, we aren't able to obtain the rubbing this time. Or we weren't able to obtain the rubbing this time. While I was in my ghost form, I saw in the basement protected by the rock-solid door. The room was strange, with wooden human figures, or figure lines, lined up inside. Could there be Kokishi dolls in there? The fuck? As I expected. The road poneglyph must be on Onigashima. Yo ho ho ho. Anyway, let's go to the bathhouse. Can't come. You stand out too much. Flower cabinet. Hidayu Masaki is dead. Wow, one of the country's top dog. Boss Koshido cut her down. I'll never forgive him. Shut up, you idiot. If the Koshido family hears you, then... Did you hear about the supernatural incident? I didn't even get to have a good look at her face because of how dazzling it was. I was suddenly awoken by the sound of crushing thunder. Ibisa-san. Kura Murasaki to This nigga's a fucking simp, dog. That nigga's a fucking simp. You only got to see her once. Death of the beautiful woman is a loss for the whole world. I don't know, let me check this shit real fast. Alright. It looks like they'll be having a funeral tomorrow. Can't you read the mood? Orobi and the others were there when it happened. Are they alright? It's definitely a worrying situation. Oh yeah. Try contacting them with that thing. Oh, you mean the small? Or the smale? The smale? What the fuck? Did they spell that wrong or is that snail?
What? I don't know. I didn't read that bitch.
It's Wano Country's alternative to the transponder snail. Okay. The smart pod snail. Woman's bath, troll guy. Does the sniper or does the newspaper say anything about Luffy's situation in Udon? Why don't you out here this nigga? I bet he's lost his patience by now and escaped from prison. Probably right. I want to meet up with him soon. It doesn't say anything about Straw Hat, but I do see he's this kid. Woman's bath? So he's here in Wano Country too? Well.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Smell. I see that shit now.
Mm-hmm. Well, Hawkins, his alliance partner, is here, so it makes sense that he's here as well. But they don't seem to have the same standing. It says here that he escaped from prison. By the way, do you know where I can find the closest bathhouse? Your mind has been elsewhere this whole time you passed me. Bro, some of these things that are built up for Yonko they're nowhere near as impressive, bro. Like Big Mom's prison, that was impressive. But to have kids just break out, we need more context, but like, that's a mark against his prison, bro. Niggas just out here breaking out and shit.
Yeah.
Alright. One of the prisoners used to skid has escaped. If any of you assisted him or have any information on his escape, step forward. But he sure didn't think it through. While he did escape, he was still wearing his seastone handcuffs. You didn't help him escape, did you? He did talk with you the most, after all. This nigga just spit on. What the fuck is this, bro? An alpaca? A gifter guard? Bro. When we catch him, he'll be subject to the most severe punishment. His death is all but guaranteed. What an idiot. That's dirty. Are you retaliating? Shall I remind you of the punishments? Your arms will be cut off the first time you do it. And your legs will be cut off if you do it again. What the fuck? This nigga spitting on him more now. Stop it. He'll die at this rate. Oh shit, they fucking somebody else up. Hold on, what the fuck? Hold on. Nigga, who the fuck? Is that Jack? That's not Jack. Is that Jack? That's not Jack. That's not. Hold up. Please stop stepping on Grandpa Hill.
That's not Jack, but it looks a little like him
Yeah,
with the mask and
the mask
shit.
and shit. But the horn legs and shit. Yeah. He's just an old man. Oh my precious. We can't have you trying to cheat the system, Gramps. You're only allowed to eat what you work for. He's right. If you can't work, then just starve to death like a real man would. Is that Jack in the back? No, that's another dinosaur. That's not Jack's outfit. What the fuck? Kibi Dungo. Damn, yes, this is different movie. Hey Gramps, you're not capable of working that much, so how do you have so many meal exchange tickets? Nani? Why the hell are you eating? Spit that out, Gramps. You don't have the right to eat. There's no way I'll spit these out. That man gave these dongos to me. I won't let a single one go to waste. You get fucked up. Who gave you those tickets? Tell me the name of your accomplice. Grandpa Hill. Cool. I won't tell you even if it kills me. You child. Oh, that nigga look nasty, man. Carrying out one's honor and seeing it through, helping the weak and never yielding to the strong idiots. If I didn't respond to his chivalry with my own chivalry, I wouldn't be able to face the world. So go ahead and kill me. Meeting him allowed me to remember the past. It's been a long time since
All right, I'm back.
So,
Yo.
What's happening?
I'm almost
Grandma's
done
reading the chapter.
All right.
It's been a long time since Hilgaro the Flower, have felt such fulfillment. Oh shit, this nigga used to be a fighter? Isn't that what they said earlier in this chapter? The fight?
I don't know. I didn't read that bitch.
Oh, they're talking towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not necessarily. They didn't say he was a fighter. They said he was a leader of the Yokozuna.
Yeah.
The Yakuza.
This is the land of the samurai. In the past, men like him could be found everywhere in this country. But you lot killed them all. Bro, this is more evidence as to what Akainu was stopping Kizaru from was in the past, not now. So, bro, Kizaru could fly over here right now and fucking take over half the country, my nigga, by himself, bro. You already know. Hey, stop it, Luffy
Calm
Taro.
down with that.
Stop it, Luffy Taro. We weren't able to defeat you strong guys. Is he running? Oh yeah, he's running to come out this nigga. Stop it right there. If you hit the guards, you'll be put to death. Luffy Taro. Crabs. This nigga laugh. Come on, bro. Stop it if you... Shit, what he about to do, bro? Don't make me cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Mugiwara face, right? Queen! Open the gate. Oh, shit. Queen! It's noisy inside, isn't it? Oh, damn, bro. Queen coming, dog. Yo, Sanji's finna use the death link on this bitch ass nigga though. Queen, the All-Star has arrived. The gate will open shortly. Shit, you want to see a little bit more about this nigga. Oh shit. 934 references. The Wano region. As you may have noticed, all the major regions in Wano country are based on food names. They are spelt slightly differently though, in order to make it sound more like a location. Ringo, the apple. Kibi is a dango. Curry is a chestnut. Hakuma is a white rice, and udon is soup noodles. Cool. All right. So, what do you think of the chapter, Val? Oh, that nigga muted.
Yeah, yeah. That shit was trash.
Nah, I'm back
I don't
now.
know. I don't know.
You still there, Val?
Those Big Mom Pirates foul as fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh, they foul. How they foul, bro? What's good, AC?
Yeah, Willy Wonka is savage, yo. You heard how he said it? If she dies, it's gonna be his crew now.
Boy, who said
Willy
that?
Wonka,
Pearl
Sparrow. Willy Wonka said, "How you gonna do that shit?"
Oh, let me read that.
Yeah, that happened in the chat. You ain't hear me read that bit?
Yeah,
Nah.
he read it. Like the moment she said that, it made me read the chapter, so I just sat here and read it. I was like, "Ooh, shit, Willy Wonka on some other shit." I should known he was a savage. How he was. You see how nigga was on that fucking candy slug with signs? Like, man, that man just waiting to stab her in the fucking back.
Bro, he low key strong as fuck, dog. Pearl Sparrow strong as fuck.
Hold on. Wait, he said that the first page, man. When this
I
nigga
think
said
so,
this?
around the time, like the second or third.
Mama just had the phone. Blah blah blah. All right. She's an ability user. Right. Even though, oh shit, damn. Even though those two were part of the same crew, they're now emperors who would love to see the other dead. I'm sure he'd jump at any chance to take their life. If that were to happen, then the Big Mom Pirates would be renamed the Peril Spirit. Hey, that's my nigga. Yeah. He said, I'm running this shit. He said, fuck out of creed. Hey, he
now
with
look for
that
his
shit.
son, bitch.
That's a real nigga.
Oh shit, yeah.
Ain't he the oldest?
Yeah, he's the first son.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, real shit.
You see how foul that nigga is?
That's a real nigga. He said that.
That, that's
He said,
true, but still, that nigga foul.
hey.
Really goddamn shit. What the fuck? Shit, bro. I'm mad as fuck that
That's fucked up.
they treat
Smoothie
that.
gonna say she can find her way back to us.
I mean, yeah, low key, bro. And with the way that she's Big Mom's, like that's funny actually. Like, I don't know if that's just like a hunger reference, but the fact that like she keeps looking at Chopper, what if that's a reference to her getting her memory back slowly?
Nah, she probably just eats any fucking thing. She just gonna eat Chopper.
No, that's what yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the better option to believe, but like, isn't it weird that
Chopper
she's
better-
continuously like
if she
looking at
does,
him?
he better go Monster Point. That's how he beats her.
Nah, you crazy as fuck.
Hmm.
You
Nah,
crazy
she
as
doing
fuck.
one bite, then he does Monster Point. That's how he beat Big Mom.
That was the most reckless thing you ever said, bro.
That'd be the most trash shit. I'll drop One Piece.
I'll drop
That
One
shit
Piece.
happen.
If Chopper,
That's
drop
crazy.
it, bro.
I swear to God, nigga. Cause I drop Naruto Shippuden, nigga. I'll drop One Piece in the instant if that shit happen.
Nothing, dog. That's tripping, bro. Hell nah, dog. So then, alright, so what about this, so Robin got some feats out here too and shit. She out there gathering all that information like nothing. And then we got another pony glyph.
She been putting in work this whole time.
About time. I've been waiting for that.
We need more from all of them, bro.
I mean, Robin used to be my favorite character in One Piece, but she fell off, in my opinion, when she went to the New World.
Doing New World, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them did though. It's really just Otis riding, man.
I'm just saying Robin especially because she went from my favorite character to like she's like bottom tier when I look at my favorite Straw Hats right now.
Damn. I mean, like, who's your favorite right now?
Zoro, that's my nigga.
Exactly.
By a lot, or
No, it's not by a lot. It's probably shit. When I look at them, and these are just my favorites. These ain't like it's not no strength shit or anything like that. Zoro. If we're including Jinbei, then Jinbei, then Nami, then Luffy, then Brook, then Sanji, then Frankie, then Robin, then Usopp, then Chopper.
damn, nigga.
Usopp at the bottom.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's still my nigga, but no.
I mean, he.
Because he did that bitch shit in Dressrosa.
It's not nothing bad. I mean, I like all these people on his list except for Chopper. He's the only nigga I don't really give a fuck about.
When
His
they
style,
made
like-
his big ass form into a plaything.
What? Go ahead.
So when they made his big ass form into a plaything, that's when I was like, nah, I'm not with it. No. I think-
What, when they made him they control him, he was goofy with it?
No, like when he started to control, he had that big ass form. He got on playful. He was dancing and singing with this shit. I was like, this shit was just literally a weapon for us because he couldn't control this shit. And that top tiers would have to like pay attention to the thing because of that. And then he's singing. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Now he's just fucking merchandise propaganda and shit.
Yeah. The nigga is like, he's like a prop, like a mascot or some shit.
Legit.
I don't like that.
Like Happy from Fairy Tail?
Yeah.
Well, that's what
Really?
they have him for. That's literally what they have him for. They put those characters in there on purpose. He wasn't like that originally, but it's too late to change that. Well, it's not too late, but it's what that's been now. So
He need that thug hat back. Give him that shit.
was he ever a good character to you?
No. He was okay. He was okay though. He was bearable. He was straight, but
I gotta stop muting myself because I never remember to unmute.
My nigga.
Or were you defending Chopper this whole time?
Only mostly.
So what you
I
had
was
to say?
like, no, what I was saying shit like, well, they don't call him God Zoro, so. All right, there's no God
Yeah.
Luffy, there's no God Chopper, so
They all gonna get names like that.
no.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I still like all the Straw Hats. It's just Chopper's the only one I don't like. It's just I like the other
Well-
characters better.
It's because he's done the least. Like his whole thing was, oh, look at me, I can do all these like fucking crazy human things, and then we're just not gonna show any of them because everybody else does cooler shit. Like the kung fu point,
That animal
like,
that
he
can talk.
added like 6 different points we haven't seen. You know what I mean? Like and don't get me wrong, it's cool, but what's the point of being like he did all this, but you know we're not gonna use it. Like Chopper hasn't had a chance to really do anything in the New World, has he? Like what really has he done?
Nothing. Nobody's done that much. I mean, Nami low key has some of the highest feats.
Nami's done a lot. Brooks has done a lot. Sanji has been through a lot. That almost counts. Luffy's obviously done a lot. Usopp's done a lot. He unlocked hockey. He saved literally everybody in Dressrosa. So, like, yeah, not a lot of. I expected more from Robin. Like, her whole like. So he was talking about it earlier. Well, my mic was muted on accident. But I was like, yeah, they shit all over her. Because when she showed up, it was one of the stronger swordsmen we had seen. And she's like, your power and speed mean nothing to someone like me. It was Pell. Fucking Pell. The man
Yeah.
who survived an atomic goddamn bomb, and she yoked him up in a heartbeat, knocked him unconscious.
Yep.
Like,
It really was.
and
Yeah. I
she
was wondering.
now she can create duplicates of herself and like 50-foot legs, which I do not mind. But she can't. But she's been like getting her ass kicked left and right, not doing shit, like not really showing out. I have zero doubt that if she wanted to, she could have created all the little fucking pedals in the world, immobilized the entire fucking castle, especially after the fucking thunder blast that Nami let out. Like zero doubt in my mind that combination could have leveled the castle in their favor, and war could have started there on accident.
Robin or Fubuki?
Or who?
Wait, say that again.
Robin or Fubuki?
Fubuki, no question. I don't have to think about that.
What?
Who's Fubuki?
Character from One Punch
Yeah,
Man.
you'll find out.
Oh, that's Tatsumaki's sister.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I mean, now you mean who would win in a fight, because it's not really fair.
No.
But
I mean,
this is a smash or pass situation.
it's actually a pretty close fight, bro.
I will tell you the same thing that little Mexican girl tells people about food. Why not both?
Why not both?
Yep. I don't like to choose. I'm very indecisive, so I'll just try both. And if I can't have both, I'll get nothing trying to have both, because that's the kind of man I am.
Is this Wano prostitute prettier than Hancock?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Nah. Honestly, if she had like different non-green hair, like her color scheme kind of took that away. Like everything about Boa is kind of like meant to be this Vavavoom sex goddess thing, but with Komurasaki, while obviously she's like the best paid whore in the village, she like still had to have a lot of pomp and circumstance that took away from simply Vavavoom in favor of like ooh and ah and reverence. You know what I mean?
It's funny, like earlier in the stream, Maya was talking about that. A lot of people were complaining about her colors. Could you hear me?
Sorry, you just cut out a little bit.
My bad. I said that earlier in the stream, Naya was talking about that. A lot of people were complaining about the color scheme for the cover page for her, or not for her, and you happen to bring that up exactly. Is the green bad?
Oh yeah, they were complaining about everything. They were complaining about Otoko, Murasaki, and Kaido. Kaido especially.
That's because everybody was butthurt. They were so wrong.
Yo, Sasuke.
Yeah.
And that's the tip. That is what Oda does. He does this thing like give Kaido a red tattoo and then make him a dragon in black and white, and then everybody makes a very logical conclusion. Oh, that tattoo is indicator of the color of dragon. He's a red dragon. That's not an illogical leap of logic. Nobody should be upset that they were wrong about this.
Talking about
That
Gyarados?
Yes. But
man, it's funny.
You don't get it. That's the fucking thing. That whole legend, like the flood dragon at the top of the waterfall, is a huge thing. Like anybody remember Pokemon Snap?
Yeah.
Remember when you would knock a fucking Magikarp all the way up the goddamn waterfall to get the Gyarados to come out?
No.
No.
Like I only ever played at a friend's house, but like I lived at that dude's house for like a week. But yeah, because there's the story in Japanese culture about the carp who swam up the waterfall to become a dragon, and Kaido is that fucking dragon. Kaido's that carp that became a dragon. Like I don't know if that's literally, figuratively, because Oda is subverting expectations intentionally. He's like, I want you to think things so that I can fuck your brain when you think them. You know what I mean? Like he's trying to do that 5-card Monty thing he does, and the tattoo being red and him being blue is the prime artistic representation of that I think has ever come through One Piece.
All right, could you drop those pages in the fucking in the Discord too, please? Or those pictures? I haven't seen them actually.
Oh yeah. Let me get on
What, the Kaido one?
Either of them.
I think I still got that on my phone. Let's see.
All right, yeah, I'd have to go find them.
Uh,
Oh shit!
if I didn't delete it.
And be quiet. I'm definitely loud enough to wake up my son. I just heard his music thing go off, and it's the kind of one where he has to push it.
Oh yeah.
So
How's that?
I know I'm being loud.
What is it attached to his crib?
Yeah, it's
How-
fucking dope.
How old are you, Vellum?
I'm 33.
And you've been
I
married
just
for a
look
minute?
pretty.
Nah,
Sorry, what?
Nigga, you ugly as fuck.
I know. I got a mirror. My wife loves me though.
You been married for a minute?
We've been together about 8 years.
Oh, you just not had a kid?
Yeah, we had a kid almost 2 years ago.
Oh, so he's big.
Well, yeah, for his age, he's super big, but he's more physically inclined than like verbal. So like he climbs and he throws and he's like ridiculously strong. Like the other day, while I was in a stream and he took a gallon of milk off the counter with the lid off of it, put it on the ground, and then put the lid on it. You know what I mean? Like that takes a lot of strength for a kid not to spill.
Yeah. I can barely lift
So-
milk now.
Yeah, we give him a lot of milk. He loves it. But
Where you from?
but,
You're just white, right?
no, I'm Puerto Rican.
Oh, you're Puerto Rican?
Yep. That's why I'm so happy about Jackal having a Puerto Rican protagonist.
You're 100% Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican and Irish.
Oh, okay. You speak Spanish?
Sorry. No. I was gonna be like un petit, which is French for a little.
Oh shit. Nah, that's badass, bro.
No, but I feel like if I knew my parents, maybe I'd know, like I'd speak Spanish, but like I'm living that orphan life. Hashtag Batman.
What's
So
up?
I don't really.
Oh, to
know
learn
any
that
of
shit
that
in
stuff.
school, bro. Fuck all that shit. That's what I did for French.
I didn't have school like that. I grew up in state-run facilities.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah, I've had a different life.
Hey, at least you're overcoming, right?
It's made me who I am.
You know, wife and a kid now and shit.
Who I am now is a far cry from who I was, and I'm happy about that.
Straight up. What's your favorite manga?
Well, I have to say One Piece, but technically it would be Pokemon.
Really?
Pokemon's my favorite thing on the planet. Like, it goes my son, Pokemon, my wife, and she knows this. Like, whence, because I've only been out in the real world since like '96. And one of the first things I had that wasn't part of a rough life, we'll say, was Pokemon. Was my friend? Actually, I made a video about it, but my friend downloaded. Actually, it was a friend of one of my old foster parents, but they had a kid my age, and like we knew each other, and that was really all I to like kind of like duck out someplace, and we ended up becoming like super good friends and all that. But they downloaded these Japanese games, and I thought they were just fucking nerds and all their computer bullshit. But I would just go over there really high, play Legos with my friend, like whatever. Like I was fucking 14, 15. Like that was just life then. And one time he's like, "Yo, we got these games, let's play them." There was like some Dragon Ball Z games that we knew, you know, like the Super Nintendo ones where you could fight each other, like WSAD, and one person had the directional buttons and shit like that. Like
yeah.
we're talking old school fucking gaming. And one of the games he happened to have on the emulator was Pokemon, and it was all in Japanese except for the numbers and pictures, because pictures are in every language. So we took, fuck, dude, I went over there as often as I could. It took like 6 months, to be fair. Like they beat it a bunch. They beat it a bunch, but I was on. I gotta think of how I word stuff, but I had a very busy life at the time, and I was only really able to go over to his house every so often. and he was cool about, hey, did you want to play your game? Like they played it themselves, you know, him and his brother and all that jazz. But he was really cool about whenever I came over, being like, do you want to play that game? And like let me try to figure stuff out and kind of like helping me along, because a game in Japanese can get very frustrating.
Hell yeah. I couldn't. I had what you call it? Fucking Heat the Soul, Bleach Heat the Soul 7 or something like that. Because they didn't have a version.
Isn't that on PSP?
Yeah.
I played that one.
Because
you get to play with like all the Ron Carson and shit.
Exactly. Yup.
Man, that shit was so fire.
Yeah.
I had to fucking figure out how to port that shit on my PSP. You know how many times I was on YouTube for like 4 hours trying to figure out how to do that shit.
I ordered the disc, bro.
It's a PSP game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put that on my tablet.
Yeah, that's just good as fuck.
Yeah, you be doing pirating them too? I mean,
no.
You love One Piece.
Oh,
How
but
could
yeah,
you
my
not do it?
son.
You love One Piece.
I do love One Piece. One Piece has its own place because I like pirates. I got a pirate tattoo. Like, by that I mean it was literally done with a fish hook and ink because I don't like needles, and I was drunk enough to split the difference.
What, a fish hook and ink? God damn, how do you get a tattoo like Jesus?
It was pretty much just like Jesus. The way Jesus would have gotten a tattoo is exactly how I got my tattoo. But no, sorry Jesus, I'm just playing. I know you don't roll like that. But no, I was in my room. I got drunk. I didn't like need. Gonna use the fake ass gun my homie made, like prison status. But the hum was so loud, and that scared me. Like, I'm okay with the pain. Like, pain is whatever. I'll get through that shit. Like, I'm gonna hurt. You know, life is pain. That's whatever. But that humming noise was so fucking like loud, it amplified any thought of the pain that I had. So I was just like, nah, just stab me a couple thousand times. We'll get through this.
Damn, bro.
Now I have Jolly Roger on my. Well, it's close to a Jolly Roger. We were going to put some bones on there, but I was like, nah, we're good. Like, everybody can get to a point.
Damn, bro. I don't know if I could do that shit. Like, that's
What?
That. I don't know if I could get a tat like that, bro. That's a lot, dog.
I'll admit it's intense, but like at a certain point, like my whole leg went fucking like numb from my knee to my ankle, like because it's on my calf, and like the next day it was so fucking swollen. Like it was pretty rough. I probably should have went with the gun. It probably would have been easier on my body, like in the long run, but it wouldn't have been easier on my mind. So I made a stupid decision. But yeah, I was like 16. I finally had friends that I thought were my friends. So you do things, you know what I mean? I'd only been out in the real world like 2 years.
Niggas be on fuck shit during high school, bro.
I know. Now.
Yeah.
Dude, the worst thing they did was like let me straight into high school. Like, cause I went from like an all boys situation to fucking high school. Like, I didn't have shit for hygiene. I will openly admit that. I was a man. I was a boy. You know what I mean? Surrounded by other boys. We didn't care if we smelled good. We didn't ever see no girls anyway. Like, and the way the showers were in the last place, like it was just like a room with a bunch of wet holes in the wall. You know what I mean? Like 15 kids in there, fucking buck naked, soaping up. Like it was just a prison, for God's sakes.
Man, it sound like boot camp, Jesus.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The shit like kids had to go through. When I was like 13, like doing this shit, it's fucking ridiculous. But
that's how Luffy is.
Yep.
Him a kid and the rest of the old dude. I don't
That's
think
true.
the dude that's like locked up that spin bones and niggas. I don't think they got that nigga doing anything.
yeah, I think it's like you stay. I want him to blow our minds. I think Oda is specifically stalking YouTubers right now, and people who pontificate and create ideas and hypothesize and such, so that when we guess right, he's like, "Well, fuck you." Nope. Oh, you think you're good? Nope. He's just keeping all the ideas so he could do something else.
Like,
is-
I think he actually said that about
Oh, he does do that. That is a fact. Yeah. But I'm saying now he's paying a lot more attention to it.
I mean, shit, bro.
But yeah. Oh, my point about One Piece is my son is named after One Piece. His initials spell out Oda, and his middle initial is just a D. My wife didn't know about the Oda part.
For now.
Yeah,
you,
for
you
now.
slid that
Like,
in there, bro?
yeah, I really did. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I told that bitch that. Ooh, I've been smoking a little bit. Let me catch myself. She was literally like in the after she had the baby, like in the bed, just holding the baby, and I was like, "Oh look, it says Oda for his initials. That's crazy."
She knew.
No, she was no. I said that while she was all hopped up on
Okay.
pills post birth.
Okay.
So I did tell her.
Like, you fucked up.
It's not my shining moment,
Damn,
but I was real proud of myself too, because it is kind of clever. It's the name of my favorite author. Like the reason like people, I don't stand for him the way people do. I understand people like he has faults and he'll like do stupid shit all the time, whatever. But like he is a very, very good writer, and the scope of his writing is beyond a single arc. You know what I mean? Like a lot of writers, we'll say Horikoshi writes amazing arcs with, you know, the good overlying story, but they kind of happen sequentially. While Oda's really good at introducing something and then kind of going about the day and then letting things happen and then reintroducing it later when you've already forgot about it and shit like that. And he's so amazing at that kind of like literary logic that like it makes me have faith in it, even if I'm wrong about
format.
Big Mom.
To me, it's the release format. Like whenever I do a reread for One Piece, it's amazing. Every part of it, all the different components. Just like you're saying, there's different pieces that always work together and flow together. But when you're reading it week to week, it's hard to see that, and like things that may like aren't really a big deal or like are inconsequential or that have more parts to them, we see them as like as a half and not a whole, and it changes your perspective. Like it, especially I think it's like mostly on my part or my fault in terms of the community. Like I let the community, you know, like when you go out there, you go to a Discord or whatever, you're on YouTube comment section, somebody says some crazy ass shit or pop like the story, and then they got evidence for it. You know, it makes you think, even though they're probably wrong because they don't have information or like a full aspect of the picture that I was trying to paint. It still makes you think. And then like, oh, you call it stupid, or like it's like the whole time travel thing, right? You know, oh, time travel in One Piece is gonna be stupid. We don't know the full aspect of it. Or they did it in a way where it didn't really matter that they like fucking went forward or backward in time, but we still complained about this shit, even though it really wasn't really a big deal. So that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe if it was in a different format.
Oh, yeah. It definitely that's the thing. They can make you feel. Fuck, Promise Neverland dropped before.
Damn, bro, everything dropped.
Wait,
today?
is My Hero on break?
Yeah. Next week?
No, this week.
Oh. Wait, is My Hero? Yeah, I think My Hero's on break this week.
Oh, all right. That's dope. So I can go to bed anytime I want from here out. Whew, that makes me feel good.
I thought you were still waiting.
Dude, I didn't think anything. I was still waiting for some shit that wasn't gonna happen. I did this like the last time Black Clover.
I'm glad she said something.
Me too, dude. Last time Black Clover came out, I waited till like 4 in the morning, and that shit didn't pop out. I was like, I'll get it in the morning, and then it was on a break, and I was so mad because I had to be up in like 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Where do you live?
New York.
Okay, I was about to say, bro, like, you out there getting optimal like fucking viewership at 2 in the morning, bro? Like,
What?
I said you out there getting optimum viewership at 2 in the morning? Shit crazy.
Trying.
If I like drop videos like this early, I usually like don't get like the same reception.
See, my live reactions only get dropped like directly after. Like that's it. If I feel like I'm too late, I'm not gonna do it. Like last week, I didn't do a My Hero one because I just had to go to bed. And it didn't drop in time. So I just like I'm not even. So I just didn't do it. Yeah, it's really all there is to it.
I mean, you're doing everything you need to about like the tags and shit, right?
I'm trying, man. Like, I got to do more reviews and make videos about it and like start editing and stuff. But for now, like for being somebody who's only been doing this less than 6 months, I feel like I'm doing really good. People invite me to shit, so that makes me feel good. Like, you're not the first person to be like, "Yo, do this," and I'm like, "Do what?" I mean, I'm already in here, but what did you want? What's going on? You know what I mean? Like, I don't ask questions. Somebody sends a link, I click it, I show up, and I show out. Like, I always do my best.
Straight up, bro. That's what it's supposed to be like. Networking, and because you're a real nigga, it's easier to network.
I try.
But there's a lot of fake shit that happens in the YouTube world. Stupid. You gotta be careful.
See, I'm the kind of person that when somebody tries to be fake with me, I be like real and tell everybody how fake they are, and people that's like hard to deal with. When you're like, no, I am not going to do this horrible thing. Why would you say that? But like on Twitter, adding them and shit, like that's why someday somebody's gonna choose to like fuck around and come at me, and I'm just gonna be like, nope.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's like, it's usually never that. It's like some little transgression or some little ass shit that like is either reoccurring or like it's just plain old rude, but that person doesn't address it as it's rude and shit like that, and like. It's just like, it makes you gotta be careful how you interact with niggas, because people aren't dumb. Like when I say people are on some like flaw shit on the YouTube world, it's like, you know, they're productive. Right. People getting views and shit. People getting, you know, working together. But like, it's just how you do it is that shady and shit. I always try to like with the people that I work with on my channel now and shit. It's like we all know that like we're all friends and we're cool first before any business or whatever. You know, we always try to help each other no matter what. Shit like that. While in other aspects or in other circles, it's not necessarily like that. You know, it's more cutthroat. It's more like, you know, I'm gonna use you.
Cut out that last little bit.
Okay, I was saying like, in the circle that I try and like that I stay in with YouTubers and shit, we try and like always help each other and being like cooperative and shit like that. But in some other circles, it's more cutthroat where people like use you or like they'll ridicule you or make fun of you for like different purposes, you know, propaganda type shit like that.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's like, you really gotta be careful who you talk to sometimes.
That's fair. I mean, so far everybody's been super dope. Like that's the best I can say. I've been really lucky. I know I've seen how small things can envelope entire situations and become way more than they should be. So I do appreciate the advice.
No doubt, because it's like this shit is fun as fuck, dog.
Dude, have you read Black Clover yet?
I know you want to talk. Don't you read it too, Sasuke?
I want.
I don't read that shit.
I don't. This chapter was so fucking dope. I've never had. I don't think I've had a reaction this prominent to anything that's happened in manga since I started having like real reactions. Like I threw myself back. I was like, what? Like it was an amazing surprise chapter. Like
what happened?
Basically a power up that you never saw coming.
We talking about Ebony Clover?
Yeah, we are. See, I knew you come back.
Came back.
Yeah.
I was previously indisposed.
Yeah, that shit's fire. Did you put out your laptop?
Yeah, man. That shit. You have to keep the shit on deck now with that.
Yo, they killing me in Discord. But they killing me in Discord because I called this chapter mid. I didn't even read the shit.
Oh, you gonna kill me? Oh God!
You still looked out for people. That's all that matters.
Pretend me, bro.
Dude, Yo, this chapter was so dope. Can I come out now? I was like, what? Dude,
I had to reread that page. Like somebody says, like, nah, nigga, what's happening? Stop playing. Who's that?
Right. What? Who's coming out of where now? And then you just see it, and it's so fucking perfect. It's like it fits her character too. Like the whole fucking Little Red Riding Hood motif, everything. Like it's so fucking perfect.
Was the power for the main character?
No, ancillary character.
See, that's what makes Ebony Clover.
That's what makes it better. Yeah, if it was for the main character, I wouldn't care.
Like everybody getting love. I thought it was just gonna be fucking acid yelling and swinging his sword around all the time. Not Ebony Clover. Ebony Clover
like And she whooped ass with a 3-course meal. Like that shit was real.
Is she black?
No, she's Asian. I'm assuming.
I just call it Ebony Clover because it's called Black Clover, and I think it's funny. And it pissed some people off when I talk about it like that. It's like you can't call it. That's like, why the fuck not?
Yeah, that seems like a
my
weird
fucked up
thing.
mind. Like, if I want to say something fucked up, I'm gonna say something fucked up. Like, fuck you.
Facts.
What was the power up?
Tell me not to say my inner thoughts.
Spoiler alert, just for anybody watching who hasn't seen it, just to say it. But essentially, a character who's had pretty supplementary magic, like healing, kind of defense. There's been a couple of offensive uses, but primarily like she uses her magic to cook and replenish other people's magic. She's very supplementary and super dope at it. Like probably the best supplementary character we've seen. But in this one, she makes food for somebody. They smash it, and she's like, "Did you just smash my food?" And then he's like, "Run!" Bitch slaps her away, and then like the whole like her white sheep turns black, and it's just like, "Can I come out now?" And like you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then like a wolf kind of forms out of this sheep, like a wolf in sheep's clothing, which I said a few times in my review because I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" And like it reveals some of her ancestry, why she's so small and stuff like that compared to everybody else, and a lot of shit. And it's so fucking dope.
Yeah.
And she ends up saving the day, and I actually predicted how, so I feel good about that. But
Damn, that shit
Pain
was-
told Sasuke not to, let's not be rash. You be pissing. People get mad when you say something they like is good or bad. That's crazy. I still
I
don't
said
understand
mid,
what
they
you're saying.
started snapping. I said a 3-letter
I like
word.
something, I just like it, even if it pisses me off sometimes.
that's fair.
One Piece is like an abusive relationship.
Nah. Naruto was the abusive relationship.
Nah,
One
yeah,
Piece
that was
is
the
the
alcohol
relationship you
and
can't
drugs
appreciate
abuse.
because of it.
One Piece is just regular abuse.
Naruto was
Naruto
suicidal.
was like
It's just
they had
regular
substance and abuse.
Hey, I broke up with Naruto. After
I
that,
tried to, but it kept pulling me back, and I kept getting hit.
Right? As he comes back, just let me suck your dick. It'll be okay. I mean, we'll talk about it. Let's
Yeah,
you know.
I was
That's
like, God damn. I like
That's why I still read
and
Boruto.
ending of Bleach
Womp.
and Toriko. God damn, man. The end of Toriko pissed me off. I was like, come on, man. These niggas can go out space eating space elephants. What type of shit is that? What
And
nigga you
prison
know eating
school.
space elephant?
Dude, if you served it to me, I'd eat a space elephant. I would take a bite out of Zoe if I could.
You said something, Grim?
No, I was saying the space elephant, bro. I'm not reading Toriko ever.
Oh.
Man, that
It's
shit
like,
was
I don't
crazy.
have
I was like,
anything
they
to
had
say.
fucking Milky Way pythons. I was like, God damn. How you gonna eat that? I was like, that makes no fucking sense. Why should food be to that scale?
Fuck,
And
though.
that
Y'all
nigga
get
still
spoiled on
eat.
that. But I think that's. Nah, let's keep going, bro. Fuck it. Fuck it. What should we hop on? Valen, you,
Man, One Punch Man?
bro. I was about to say like Valen said he's trying to watch season 2, but I don't know if he cares.
Yeah,
enough.
I've watched the series of One Punch Man because I could, like that's easier for me to do.
Don't spoil them on anything.
I don't know if he's gonna
Um,
actually like get into it though. Like,
Oh man, Valen, you need to catch up on One Punch Man. You should read the man this shit.
There's
Well, you
some
can read
like
the one, but you should read the more updated one. About a dude that does ISO 11, that illustrator. I forgot his name, Masashi something.
Murata.
Something with an M.
there's one where the
No.
art is really like it's I'll say stylized because it's not horrible. It's just not like it ain't pretty. You know what I mean? It's not like clean. It's a really like sketchy art style. I don't mean you know what I mean by sketchy. Like
You talking about the webcomic?
could be. I don't know a lot about it.
The
So.
one that looked like a
Oh,
child.
okay, so you don't even. That's why. Okay, bro.
Oh
that
man, you
makes
don't
more
even know the
sense,
good
bro.
one.
Look,
No,
there's,
Alright.
Hey,
there's the,
I've said it before. I never intended to be some anime dude. Like, it just kind of happened. I like it. I love anime. I named my son after it.
Oh.
There's no denying it. I just
Oh man,
I'm not deep in it like
I'll send you
everybody.
some links.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's,
dude. Like,
yeah,
I'll
we
check
got-
it out.
there's a
We got to show him some panels.
yeah. Drop some Suzuki, because what happened
Like
was
I know who
there's a-
Fubuki.
was it-
I've seen. I probably. Whatever. I'll say. I probably seen more hentai of than I've seen of anything else of One Punch Man. I know who Fubuki is.
No, it started as a webcomic. Obviously, he was writing it for a little while and it picked up traction. And then he got enough respect that he was able to get to manga for it. So they got this big ass, amazing, famous author, or excuse me, not author, but artist, Murata. Yusuke Murata.
Something with a K, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Yusuke Murata.
Yeah,
And he's been drawing the manga, and one sensei gives him the storyboard for it, the exact suit, and then he adds variations and amplifications to things according to whatever one sensei says. So,
Holy shit!
yeah. No. Keep dropping more. That's nothing. Like you've seen nothing. Like
When you said that about the art, I was like, Valen, I don't think you're reading the right one.
yeah, no.
I was like, you definitely are not reading the right one.
I was not. God damn, that's beautiful.
Yep, that's how.
That's when that alien.
That's
dude
how the
attacked.
anime made
Yep.
it look. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
All
manga,
right.
man, that's just beautiful.
Look. When I drop these, bro, you're not gonna remember it. So I don't give a fuck if you see these now, but you're not gonna, nigga, like,
Yo, these
God,
dope.
nigga, like, this is the best art you're gonna read in a show in a seinen that's current, bro. Like, in a story is quality.
You see
too,
that
bro.
design? That's Phoenix, man. That shit.
I think I've seen
Man.
mine. Somebody said, "Oh no, not that picture." He looked dope. Dude, even the katakana looks like Phoenix.
Mhm. But like, it's like the. I don't even want to tell you anymore because like you just figure it out. That's just good, bro.
Like I do like. Oh shit! What is, oh, that's the centipede dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've heard, like I've watched Tekking talk about it and stuff because like I listen to his stuff and it kind of plays in the background when I do other shit like dishes or whatever. So
Yeah,
it'll
that's
switch
why.
to
That's
video.
why I use him too. I was like, I let him talk about weird stuff while I'm washing dishes or something.
Facts. Like, hey, it works, man. That dude, he's got a niche and it's very informative. But yeah, that shit looks dope as fuck, man. All right, yeah, no, I know who that is.
You know who that is.
I mean, that is a strange image to me. Who could that be?
Nah, but yeah, but that's why I even say to like, I would rather fucking read than even watch, cause like, we all know how the fucking,
Some anime
Yeah.
speak getting fucking over the fucking manga.
you already know, bro.
Like in Kashi, I didn't know it got that good. I was like, God damn, fucking Adult Swim gonna stop it, and then it got canceled. Like, God damn it, man. Then I read, I was like, man, why this shit can't be fucking anime?
Dude, I want them to do an Air Gear 2019,
Oh yeah, they need to do Air Gear.
Bro,
like and keep it true to the manga. 'cause
Like
the
when I
manga
seen
was
these niggas like
fucking-
actually have powers and shit, I was like, I thought
Dude,
these niggas
and,
just
like I don't condone this kind of thing, but back in the day, this was just not an acceptable thing. But in the first manga, like the kids get the shit kicked out of them, and their girlfriends get raped.
what?
like-
I condone the storytelling.
Yeah, like this is a hard fucking
Hey,
manga.
that
People
has
don't
my
get
stamp of approval. This is real life shit.
Yeah, like it's so fucked up. Later on, there's like it was, that was Chikasa's first and shit. Like it's like, oh my fucking god, it blows your mind how real this shit is, like, and how not a fucking game this world is. You know what I mean? And
And I thought
the
they
way
was
it's
just
portrayed in
rollerblading.
the anime is like the exact opposite. Like it's just kind of like a fucking joke almost.
Like this shit's sweet.
Yeah, like it's
I'm like niggas dying out there. It's like God.
yeah, like it is fucking insane, and I wish they could do like real justice to it, especially once that shit gets going. Past where the fucking the first anime stopped is when shit gets real, and he finds like his real wings and starts being able to do wind shit. Like, and the fights get so fucking dope. Like, if you think the fight they showed in the anime was dope against Behemoth, that's a bitch fight.
Let me ask y'all this question. What's
What's
the
up?
worst manga you guys have ever read?
Worst manga I've read.
Probably one of the Pokemon manga.
What?
There was one where they there was one Pokemon manga where they turned into like the different kinds of Pokemon and shit. Yeah, I didn't like it. It was garbage to me. It was like it was like Pokemon fuse. Like I fused with Zekrom to become a Pokemon man. What? No. Mm-mm. No. Take that back. You can take
It
this
sounds
back.
like they start copying Digimon.
Right? Like,
Pokemon's like they start running things like, all right, now let's see what Digimon doing and do that. That's fucked up.
The worst manga I've ever read was a manga called Tachibanakan Triangle. That shit is trash.
hey guys, it is 2 in the morning for me. I'm gonna be up in a few hours with the baby. Although we did put together a playpen, he should be happy playing in his ball pit today. It's got a slide, climbing steps, and everything.
No, I'm about to actually peace out too, bro.
It's a little late, but I appreciate. Oh, pardon. I appreciate the invite. Thank you for having me. Anytime, just send a link and I'll show up. Those are the rules, man.
I got you, bro. No problem, bro.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. Peace.
Yeah, go, man.
See you boys later, man. Like, subscribe, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo ho ho.